$216. So
I've been in a lot of Airbnbs. I've had ups and downs.
yeah.
I'm hotel.
I would hotel, but my wife wants Airbnbs all the time.
I only want Airbnb if we're going someplace for more than 3 days. Like if we're gonna go someplace where part of the being there is a cabin or a pool or something. Like we went to Pigeon Forge that time for
A lot of Airbnbs there.
Yeah,
but
it
cool
wasn't
ones.
Airbnb. I think it was a Verbo, but still, we had a giant cabin with an arcade inside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of cool, you know. My wife is so queer with some stuff. Like we have this condo in Clearwater that we never use, and I want to rent it out and let other people use it, but you know, because we're not there, and we could be making some money off it. And she's like, I don't know. I don't want to sleep there if other people have slept there. Well, we're not sleeping on the same sheets. You know what I mean?
Does she not go to hotels?
Yeah, she does. Look, Carmen, this is one of your people. It don't make sense.
First off,
And then Soph got her really bad. Soph's like, you got to buy a leather couch, and we're like, why? We don't want a leather couch. And she goes, because if you rent it out, people have secretions.
yeah.
Once you say the word secretions, you can't go back on that.
You just put no secretions in the rules.
You can't stop your body from secreting.
Yeah.
You know, sweat and all the other stuff, it secretes right into the couch.
Yeah, I
Couch
gotta
is
be
the
honest
best
with you.
place to do it.
I'm with your wife.
All right.
Carmen, I don't want your Chad secretions all over my couch.
You do.
Don't let Carmen stay at the Airbnb.
No way.
Oh, so many secretions.
Stop saying that.
Great name for an album. Great name from an album. So many secretions.
Just think of Carmen's dirty little piggies up on the. She's just pushing around. Yeah.
We paid for it. Might as well.
Yeah, put our secretions everywhere. Gross. Yeah, so she doesn't want to do that. And then the other thing is, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to be honest with you. She in the bathroom. She was like, "What do you think of this tile?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And in my head, I'm like, "That's the ugliest, dumbest tile I've ever seen." And then when it was done, I went, "Oh, this actually looks really nice," you know. So she knows how to do it a little bit. Like she knows how to decorate. And we went in there and she goes, "We're gonna knock down this wall." And I go, "Knock down this wall? What did we buy? We didn't buy a fixer upper." But once we knocked down the wall, it made an entire difference in the place. You could see everything. So she's smart in that aspect. But I don't really nobody's looking at it going, "We got to stay here at this place." Now, if you would have gave it to me and said, "Make this place look cool," oh man, I would have put a Death Star in there and some lightsabers.
Just that area alone, you could book that out every single week.
I don't know.
Every weekend.
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the sound is right there.
The sound is right there, Joe.
Yeah.
But I don't want people going to a concert and then coming home and secreting on my couch.
Yeah, I don't want people in my place. Like if I own it, I mean, if it was.
But
I don't
again,
know.
you stay at hotels. It's the same exact
It's
thing.
even worse.
No.
It's other people's secretions.
Those people aren't secreting, Michael. It's Chicago over there. These are older people.
I only stay in hotels that were just built. That's nice.
I
First
don't
time.
believe you. That's
When was your
hard
hotel
to
bill?
find.
Last week. Nope.
In the days of Pipple Toddler in the early days, Pete and I have stayed in some dumps of hotels in Sarasota. Most of the time because they were the only options available. You're playing at some place that's in the middle of nowhere and there's a motel, not a Motel 6. Let's not get crazy.
To this day, the Moldway Inn was one of the best.
I mean, I would not say best.
I mean, as far as worst,
Moldway
it was the
Inn
best.
was the Roadway Inn in Sarasota. I don't think any of us could breathe a month after we left there. We were all like coughing and wheezing. It was the worst.
Asbestos.
I mean, something was in there.
Yeah.
Something was in there, and that was making us all.
They put the best in asbestos.
There were definitely secretions at the Moldway Inn.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty rough. Not a nice pool though. Anyway, did you watch Raw last night?
I did.
So, WWE debuted on Netflix last night, which really meant nothing to me. I don't know who the current wrestlers are. I don't know why it's a big deal that it's on Netflix. I do now, but I didn't know. And then a buddy of mine posted on Facebook how awesome the opening was. So when I got in bed, I was like, all right, let me watch though. I like a little bit of nostalgia in their openings. They do a good job in their production. So I put it on and I watched it. And that opening video with the guy painting all the wrestlers, that was pretty cool. And then they dropped the curtain and it was cool. And then The Rock, I mean, I told the minute that the thing was done, I go, if you smell, I knew it was happening. So The Rock was in town for the Golden Globes last night, so he was there. So The Rock comes out, and it was a complete corporate LA kiss ass to Netflix the entire time they were in there. They had all the Netflix executives there, and they were Netflix this, Netflix that, and it's a big deal because it is now on one time worldwide at the same time for everybody. So what was Monday Night Raw here at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and then in Abu Dhabi and in India and all these places.
And on network television.
Network television, it's all the same now on Netflix. So
can they bring back Stephanie McMahon showing her boobies and stuff?
No, not Stephanie McMahon.
Why not?
Did she show her boobies?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're always kind of like jacked up.
Oh, you mean like putting cleavage out and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, but there was some slips sometimes, too.
Oh, well.
But then like Trish or whatever.
Yeah,
started-
back in the
So
Attitude Era.
Right.
That's what they were saying, that if they went to Netflix. But then again, they beeped most of the curses last night, and it definitely was delayed. But
you must have watched it because they were. The Rock cursed.
The Rock said BS.
Yeah.
But they had a couple other things that they went out there and they beeped out in the crowd. I saw.
Travis Scott was smoking a blunt walking to the ring.
Yeah,
I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. I have to tell you, I'm most impressed by Logan Paul.
Oh, he's great.
He is such a high flyer.
Yeah.
And he could just do those standing back flips. That's pretty good.
And he's a perfect heel. Like they hate him.
yeah,
Like,
they
the
hate
crowd
him.
hates him,
And he loves it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's such a good villain.
Yeah. They had all the usual suspects there. Macaulay Culkin was there. Gabriel Iglesias was there. All those guys
Yeah.
are used to being there for wrestling.
And Gabriel Iglesias had a stand-up special that aired, I think, right after or something.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
like
Today or yesterday or whatever.
because
I
saw him with his wonderful WWE acting with some two other
Yeah.
guys. That
Did you see his awesome shirt?
disrespecting. He's like, I have a show coming on right now. You're
Great shirt, by the way.
WWE Netflix shirt that he was wearing yesterday.
He's corporate guy.
Yeah. I start thinking about all these people who we've known for 20 years who are now all mega millionaires.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like I remember Bert. Do you remember when Bert got pissy and got mad at us one time? He came to the studio and we had somebody on the phone or something. So we told him to make Bert wait for a second before he came in, and he got all pissy and he left and he walked out of the building. And we're like, did he leave? And he was like, yeah. He was like, oh, F this. I'm not waiting to go in and this, that, and the other thing. And he went and he walked over to Winn-Dixie. And then he came back a half hour later with like a watermelon and some other stuff. And he was like, oh, I was just hungry. I went to watermelon. I'm like, oh, you big baby. Bert, Tom, Theo, Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah.
Sebastian.
Yeah. I think all these guys that couldn't move tickets at Side Splitters that are now like worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Selling out Madison Square
Superstars.
Garden.
It's crazy.
You see Undertaker come out last night?
I did. I thought it was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, this stupid old man on his motorcycle.
He's old.
He
These
is
guys
old.
are all just old.
But you know what Undertaker used to say? I'd be like, how long are you going to do this? And this was 20 years ago. And he said, I'm going to do it until I look stupid doing it. And then I'm done. So at least he wasn't trying to get in the ring. He's like, I'm done.
It's Netflix, so they're trying. It's their big night, so they're trying to bring out all the heavy hitters.
I thought it was good to see Cena.
Yeah,
And Cena announcing he's going to Royal Rumble.
yeah. This is his last, the farewell tour. He's calling it.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, it was nostalgic. And that was the fun part of it. What is it about Rhea Ripley that it's so attractive?
I don't know. I was thinking the same
She
thing.
kind of looks like a dude.
Yes and no.
She doesn't have a very traditionally pretty face. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sitting here telling you I'm attracted to her and she's pretty. I'm not knocking her. But she doesn't have a traditionally pretty face. She's got manly body features. And the minute she comes out, I'm like, God damn, she's hot.
Do you think she's just like a hotter version of China?
No, I never thought China was attractive.
That's right, but I mean the same, big muscles.
China was thick and steroids.
Yeah.
This chick's toned out. And
I can tell you that she looks way better as a blonde and natural, not with all that crazy
I
goth
like
makeup
the goth
on and
makeup.
stuff.
I like the
have
dark
you seen her?
eyes. Yeah.
Where she's blonde and everything, and she looks good.
don't think I didn't go to Google and be like Rhea Ripley naked pictures, and there's a lot of them.
You know who's looking kind of old?
Who?
Nikki Bella.
Oh, I didn't even see
Yeah,
her.
they cut to her for a second. Last night she was in the crowd, and she's looking high def on Netflix. She's looking.
I wonder what Brie
old.
Bella looks like. She's the all natural one.
Yeah,
So Nikki's probably putting fillers in her face, and Brie's not.
yeah.
So I
I mean, still gorgeous, but
Yeah.
you hadn't
We
seen
can't
her.
get them.
Yeah, you didn't having not seen her in a long time. I was like, oh man, she's getting old.
Yeah.
You know, it was great. I loved it.
And that's the one who had like a baby and then got divorced, and her husband were like going through it, right?
Yeah,
Well, she was the one that was with John Cena.
she
for
was
all
John
those years.
Cena.
Yeah.
he didn't want to have a baby.
married, and then she got married to someone on Dancing with the Stars.
Ugh.
And then they got divorced, and then there was like allegations of like abuse and stuff between the two. And then they both had like restraining orders against each other.
I gotta tell you, there's no excuse. If you're a wrestler, you shouldn't be involved in.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be.
But I think she had a kid with him.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're a wrestler and the guy's hitting you should be able to put him in a scissor lock.
Oh, for sure.
Take him down to Chinatown.
Did you see Hogan?
No. Did he come out?
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I didn't watch.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so I shut it off after the Rhea Ripley match.
So Hogan comes out. They hit the music. I'm a real American. He gets booed out of the building.
Oh,
like
shut up!
He gets. I mean, the crowd is so loud, booing him out of the building. He starts talking. Boo! Because Trump. You're in liberal Los Angeles, and you were big time MAGA Trump guy.
Yeah,
that's
what
I think.
Yeah, wasn't he going to be in the something? Wasn't he going to be someone for Trump?
Yeah, but I mean, he was in
his cabinet. You're saying?
Yeah, he was in the RNC. He was campaigning for Trump.
They were like, we named him the Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, I said to the audio, what
are you going to do, China?
Booed out, and you could tell he did not expect that to happen. He starts getting booed out of the building.
Really?
Right when it seemed like they cut it short because he didn't walk all the way to the ring. He came out with Jimmy Hart, and right when he starts talking, the whole crowd turns on him.
Well, that's why Jimmy Hart.
The only reason I could tell was because it's super liberal Los Angeles.
Hey, Pat, if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, we would not be here tonight.
Ooh, he's got his beer shirt on. Right when he starts talking.
Okay, can I tell you what the other problem is that John Cena, The Rock, all these people are within these people's lifetimes. Hogan is before all the other people, so he doesn't mean to them what he means to everybody else. Like this is a new generation. Like there's a bunch of people in there that are like, oh my God, he's here, and then there's a bunch of people like, this old man's here.
Probably, I mean,
slowing things down.
People my age, we get Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. When that music hits and he comes out, immediately you're 9 years old.
It's
again.
nostalgia instantly.
But for a lot of people, it's probably isn't that the racist guy that was saying the N-word?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's.
Wow.
Oh, they turn on him quick.
Oh man!
Just wait.
What's he doing?
He's just standing there with Jimmy Hart, and he's doing that. He's doing that, flexing his muscles and stuff.
And they're booing it.
And the minute he starts talking, the whole crowd goes nuts and just start booing him like crazy.
It stopped playing for a second. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. That is insane. I got that
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You know something, maniacs? I've been in this business for over 40 years, and the greatest part of my life was being part of this great WWE, guys.
Oh, man.
I've had all kind of tag team partners over the years, but you, the fans, have been my greatest tag team partner because you guys have stuck with me through thick and thin, dude.
Except today.
And Michael Cole goes, wow.
You know, I've got a new tag team partner right now. I got Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer that I've teamed up.
Oh, brother.
And in the past, I've had a whole bunch of partners down the line. I had incredible partners like, ooh, yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage. I've had giant-sized partners like Andre the Giant. But the greatest partner that the WWE has ever had is the fact tonight we're making history and the WWE is tag teamed up with Netflix, the greatest tag team partner of all time. So what you gonna do when the WWE
He starts ripping his shirt off.
and Netflix runs wild on you, maniacs?
Well, Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer is the official partner of WWE. Get ready, because Real American Beer is rolling into WWE Raw events nationwide, and things are about to get very real, brother.
Wow. Wow.
The only thing I could figure out was because he was so pro-Trump during the election, and you're in super liberal Los Angeles.
That must be it.
What else could it be?
That must be it.
He's come out times before that, and he's never gotten booed like that.
No, I don't know. I don't know where he's at, if there's a storyline or anything.
No,
Yeah.
I think he was just, same thing. Netflix first night, they literally, that's all he came out for that one little segment.
What about Austin? Any Austin?
No Austin, no.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, Taker came out, Cena, Rock, Hogan. That was pretty much it.
Wow.
It was great.
They saved that too for prime time.
Oh yeah. There's no way they anticipated that, and you could tell Hogan was like surprised, like, "Oh my god, what's going on?"
Well, you can hear him just rushing through the promo. You know, like, let me get this done and get out of here because they're booing like crazy.
Yeah.
At what point do you look over at Jimmy Hart and go, "This ain't cool"?
Yeah. Jimmy Hart's there with the American flag. He's waving it behind him the whole time.
Yeah, but like Hogan's an icon.
Yeah.
And he'll forever be the symbol of wrestling in America and all that. Jimmy Hart's got a mullet,
Yeah,
and a megaphone. Like, when is that?
I mean, like I said, that had to be the reason why they were booing the hell out of him, was his Trump affiliations.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
I never know. I wish I would have stayed up to watch that.
You could tell he was shocked. He was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, but he loves that. Like, if you're getting I mean, probably not. When you're trying to hawk beer and all that stuff, but there is a feeling though that, like, when him and Rock were in the match together and the people were kind of turning against him, they switched it up in the ring. They were able to feed off the audience and go back and forth. So this could be something where if he's starting to become a heel, then he has
I think he was coming out
swing
to try and because they just signed a promotion, or they signed an agreement with his beer. So like now his beer is going to be like a sponsor, like on the ring or something. And I think just because you're in arguably the most liberal city in the entire planet.
Yeah, I mean, outside of San Francisco, I think that would probably be. But man,
it was great. That's making America great again.
Man.
Hulk Hogan getting booed.
That is insane. I can't believe I didn't stay up
Yeah,
and see
you must
that.
have
I would have
just-
been like, wow.
Yeah, I almost texted you. It was like almost
Once
like 11
Taker
o'clock.
came out and took off for Ripley, I was like, I gotta
It
go
was
to bed.
right after that next
Yeah.
match is when it happened.
I
Yeah.
had to go.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. I think there were only like 3 matches last night.
Yeah, there was a lot of promotion stuff.
I don't know anything like so it's I also felt very old, Galvin, to go back to what your dad said. I was now watching wrestler sons wrestle.
Oh yeah, I see that all the time, man. Tim Hardaway Jr. playing, Scottie Pippen Jr. playing, all these different guys that are playing, and I'm like, that's so weird.
It was Dominic, what's his name?
Fariello.
Hey guys. No, it was what's his name? Rey Mysterio's kid, Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
Is like a big time guy now. And then all of Afa and Sika, the Samoans, who were big when I was a kid, their kids are big now, and Roman Reigns and all the offspring of the Samoans. Oh, the best was The Rock is Samoan now.
Yeah.
I know he's always been.
Yeah.
But now he's like a high chief Samoan.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Samoan.
So whatever,
however he
Moana,
says it.
something.
Yeah, the way he says it is not he's not Samoan like we say. He says Samoan or Samoan.
I still never understood why Micah didn't go into wrestling. Like, she would have been a huge superstar.
I think. Go ahead, Carl.
I was gonna say, I think she tried to
Yeah.
do like a couple. I think she didn't want to do like the wrestling aspect, but she tried to be like
Ring
the ring
announcing.
announcer and stuff like that. And they do all those competitions,
Yeah, well, the
and
action
stuff where
is
they
wrestling.
right, but they bring in like the one girl. Who was it? She had like curly hair, big curly hair, because she was part of that whole WWE when they were like making the WWE,
Right.
or
And
making the wrestler. Like that was part of it. The
Yeah.
announcer competition
I think
was.
she did some stuff with NXT, or she tried to.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. Also, her dad ended up getting fired as part of budget cuts,
Yeah.
and then obviously her brother passed away. So I don't know really what her ties are to them anymore.
Yeah,
as it
well,
is, you know,
her other brother was in.
is he still
Yeah,
there?
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah.
I watched it last night because I saw on Netflix stuff. So
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah, Pat McAfee's on. Is the
He I love Pat McAfee.
He's great.
It's everywhere.
but he barely talks.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
And when he does, it sounds like he doesn't really know.
It's more
what to say.
Michael Cole, but
Yeah.
yeah,
It's weird because I love him. I'd rather just let him go and let him do the talking.
he's a great wrestler too. He gets in the ring, he does stuff.
Does he
too.
really?
Oh, yeah, he just goes Logan Paul. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, I was a little kid again. I
Me?
enjoyed watching it last night.
Same.
All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, Carmen will tell you what we have to give away. It's official. We are doing a tailgate on Sunday from 4:30 to 7:30. Brought to you by Bud Light and the Brisket Shop. We'll be out there at our usual spot. It is a playoff game. It'll be a lot of fanfare because it'll be a nighttime game. Hope the Brisket Shop brings out the good food for a playoff game.
Yeah.
And we'll be out there starting a party at 4:30. So if you'd like to go to that, we'll be giving away spots for the tailgate all morning this morning and throughout the day on the show. I also want to talk. I want to see what the feedback was on the lineup yesterday. I have to tell you, I didn't hear a single sound of anything. I got busy after the show, and then my daughter had early release from school yesterday, and I was on the phone the whole time. I was in car lines. I barely heard anything. So I like to see what everybody thought of the lineup. I thought for sure there'd be more negativity and hostility, but it seems to have gone over pretty well. We all just figured the truth is we just hated Roger.
Yeah,
That's it. We got rid of Roger.
You.
No, I liked Roger. I was against it from the start, Carmen.
I think the general consensus is you got Brett fired.
Yeah.
That's true.
And no one wants to say anything about you.
Me
Now. Yeah.
I mean,
Man.
look what happened to Brett.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
the best. You're amazing.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we will do Sporcle, and I will probably win again. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Carmen, what else do we have to give out?
We also have tickets for the Lightning vs. Bruins,
Mm-hmm.
Monster Jam,
Yes.
Supercross,
Okay.
Alice Cooper,
Yeah.
Reggae Rise Up.
I pictured Alice Cooper on a Supercross motorcycle for some
Yeah?
reason. Yeah. Reggae
Wait.
Rise Up.
Reggae Rise Up, Toto and Christopher Cross.
Whoa!
Yeah.
When did that get
Right.
announced?
A long time ago.
I don't pay
And we
attention.
talked about it a bunch, and
Yeah.
of course you didn't know.
Africa and sailing
Yeah.
together in the same night?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd like that. When is that, Carmen?
Toto and Christopher Cross. That is July 19th.
Oh, July. Jesus Christ.
No.
July 19th. It's a Saturday.
It'll be
Yeah.
fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show.
It'd be hot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking all the factors, Galvin. Be hot. Is that
And-
the sound?
It is at the AMP.
Oh.
Mm.
No roof amphitheater.
Mm.
That's going to be hot. They're
The
taking
roof?
down the roof. Yeah.
The roof. The roof.
Yeah.
Oh,
The roof
you
got all
need-
destroyed.
You
Yeah.
need the roof because you got the big fans. The big
Yeah.
fans help.
You don't have the big
Sweaty
fans anymore.
ladies.
Oh.
Wait.
Sweaty old ladies. from
Yeah.
Christopher Cross.
All right.
There is their roof got all damaged in the hurricane. I heard they're just taking the whole thing off and just gonna leave it open now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know
Did the
that's
roof
gonna
really
be rough.
do that much?
Oh yeah. If you can
Oh,
see it
yeah.
from I-4, you can drive past, you can see the
Yeah.
back. Oh, you mean did it do that? Well, yeah, block the sun.
Block the
Yeah, but
sun,
most
block the
concerts
rain.
are at night.
Block the sun, block the rain, and had huge hanger
Fans.
fans up there that circulated air and cooled you off a little
And
bit.
the whole point of them building the roof in the back was to try to lessen the sound because the neighborhoods around it were so bothered by the sound because it was traveling so bad and the bass was hitting through.
Plus, summertime, it doesn't get dark till like 8:30.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be a weird situation, but it's our trend. None of our venues have roofs anymore. Just take them all off now. So. All right, let's give some stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right. Do you guys know what year it is?
2029.
5/25.
3?
25. Do you know what was 20 years ago?
2005.
Oh my gosh, you guys are great at this.
See?
All right. We're going to do top grossing movies of 2005. 2005.
That's how you say
What?
Yep.
25?
Here.
Yeah.
What is this?
Top grossing movies of 2005. You're going to give me the missing word.
Got
Okay.
it.
I'm going to make it a little easier for you. All right. Your first
I
one.
don't think you can make it harder.
Of a geisha.
Diary.
Of a geisha.
Story.
I forgot what this is. I don't know.
Memoir.
Diary.
That's a story.
Adventure.
That's also a
diary.
Journey.
Yeah, a diary.
Your next one. The Year-Old Virgin.
40.
Geo. Mountain.
Brokeback.
Yeah, you know that.
Damn right. Spit my
Geo.
hand.
Oh.
Walk the
Line.
Geo. The Longest.
Yard.
Galvin. Fun with
Jane.
and Jane.
Dick.
Geo. Of Heaven.
South.
Blank of Heaven.
North.
Northeast.
Kingdom of Heaven.
Nah, South half is better.
Howell's Castle.
King.
Howard.
Howell's blank castle.
Scary.
Mrs. Howell.
Howell's moving castle. Little.
Nikki.
What did you
2005. Little. Blank
Stewart.
little.
What?
Blank little. I don't know.
Chicken little. And Pap, we're halfway there.
Michael is not on the board. Galvin has 1 point, and Gio is your leader right
What?
now. He's winning with 4.
What?
2025, baby.
All right. Top grossing
2005.
Oh, sorry.
top grossing movies of 2005. Your next one, Fantastic.
4.
Geo. Batman.
Begins.
Mike.
Yay.
And the Chocolate Factory. Mike Calta. Mr. and Mrs.
Smith.
Galvin. King.
Arthur.
King blank. 2005.
King.
Kong.
Oh.
King Kong.
Oliver.
Of the Worlds.
4.
Mike Calta.
Watched it yesterday.
And Pap. We're on the last 3.
Damn it.
Galvin is on the board with 2 points. Michael with 3, and Gio is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
Jesus.
All right. Top grossing movies 2005. Last 3. Here we go. The Chronicles of Narnia. The Witch and the Wardrobe.
Which?
The
Lion.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, yeah.
Mike.
Michael.
Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge
Sith.
of the Geo. And your last one, was the top grossing movie of 2005. Harry Potter and the
Sorcerer's
of Fire.
Goblet.
Geo.
Geo. Geo.
Your final score, Galvin on the board with 2, Michael doubling that score with 4, and Gio is your triumphant
Gio.
champion today. He won with 7.
Thank you. Eat a W.
Congratulations, Gio. Pick a line.
Line 6.
Line 6. Good morning. Who is this?
Hey, my name is Chris.
What's up, Chris? How are you doing, sir?
I am so blessed to be able to listen to the Mike Calta Show on a daily basis. I love you guys.
I agree. You're Dominus Verbiscus. I give you the blessing. I'm going to put you on hold, Chris. Carmen will
Thank
grab
you.
you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize. Okay, buddy?
Thank you, bud.
All right, pal. I want to remind everybody you can also view this show live on YouTube. If you go to calta.tv, you can watch us. We are there, and you can see the whole thing. And yesterday, Joe screwed up and left the mics open. And
what'd
then
you
said,
say?
"Oh God, Carmen, so much
Bad.
racist stuff." Joe is saying all this racist stuff.
Yeah, he always does.
Mm. No, but yeah, if you want to watch it, you can go do that and check on the show and watch old episodes and all that stuff. Calta.tv. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, we have Mike's favorite,
Oh, vanilla ice cream.
Wyatt Derp, and DUI Daddy.
Oh, no.
And what?
DUI Daddy.
Oh man, it is good. It is really good. All right, Galvin, as your news, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back and do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Our phone number is here, 800-771-1025. If you want to get through, you can also watch us on YouTube where we're broadcasting live right now.
We're at the bone on the bone.
At The Bone on the Bone.
And you're saying you did not listen yesterday.
I did not.
Was it bad?
No. I don't know. I didn't listen. I didn't hear any of. I did see like the feedback online. Everybody seems very happy. Nobody seems like they're too upset with anything. Everybody liked Sending Show. The only feedback I saw that people didn't like was they don't like to say Senning show. They like to say the Senning show.
Yeah.
That was confusing people.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know.
When I heard him say Senning show, I was like, "You're missing something."
Yeah.
By the way, this is exactly what I told him.
Yeah.
But I said it was a good idea because people will be talking about it. Chappelle show, Senning show.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
and eventually you could add the.
Nope.
Too late.
Whoa.
Refuse.
Too late now.
Oh, okay.
Refuse, Carmen.
Is
Okay.
it JP show or is it JP?
Just JP.
JP.
Just JP.
Not even JP show. JP.
And now back to JP.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
The Mike Calta Show, the After Show starring Johnny B, JP Show. No,
No,
JP.
JP.
Senning Show,
Mm-hmm.
Drew and Mo.
Nope.
What did I miss?
Garabo show.
Mike said. Drew Garabo live.
Oh, yeah. Drew and Mo.
But the crossover.
Crossover show.
Oh.
Yeah,
With
but
John
there's
and
no
Drew.
name for that.
I mean, the crossover.
I don't see a
No.
name. No, it just happens to be a crossover.
It's okay.
No.
Hmm.
That's
Anyway.
Drew Garabo live, featuring a guy that goes by a cat's name.
Drew Garabo live featuring a cat named Mo. That's a lot. That's a whole mouthful of words. Well, anyway, the new lineup seems to be pretty successful. Thank you for paying attention to it and keep enjoying it. Right now, it is time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story: certified grade A, stamped and approved. Congress has certified Donald Trump's victory in the 2024 presidential election.
A little weird, a little uncomfortable.
Took place the big Capitol storming. They're talking about that. You got to talk about that. He wouldn't do it, and now they did so peacefully.
Yeah.
It was so peaceful. Some say the most peaceful. Yeah. So that's the big thing.
Do we have
Trump-
audio of that?
No.
Did you watch it?
No.
It was Kamala Harris had to do it. She
Yeah.
had to be the one to say it, and she had to say Donald Trump at the state of Florida got 300 and whatever votes and beat Kamala Harris. Like she had to say her own name. That's got to hurt a little bit. I mean, then she was all banging her chest about how that's how she's always been and that's how you're supposed to do it and blah, 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 blah. But still, it had to hurt a little bit.
And then she drifted off, and nobody ever saw her again.
Yeah.
I imagine
Bye.
the inauguration will be the last time you see her.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. When's the last time you saw Joe Biden for anything? Now that they rolled him out to go to New Orleans yesterday to go to these people's houses and express his sorrow. But that's, I mean, before that, when's the last time you saw Joe Biden?
Yeah.
dude, can I tell you that Adam Ray, his Joe Biden is one of the best
It's
ever.
pretty funny.
It's really good. Did anybody see the Jeffrey Ross roast 2024 thing?
Yeah.
Some of it. I saw clips of it. Yeah.
It was decent.
Yeah.
Sam Morril, Mark Norman was on there. Miss Pat was on there. But it had some funny stuff. But he came on and he was Joe Biden, and Mark Norman made some joke that was not racist, but about race, whatever. And everyone was like, "Oh!" And then he pops out of nowhere. Adam Ray does, and he goes, "That's the Doritos joke of the night." It was so funny. And then he goes, "Hey, who crapped my pants?"
Mark Norman got a baby on the way.
Yeah, I saw
saw that. Yeah, good for him.
Interesting. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Trudeau. Yeah, I was.
I know it's a mental block.
Because I wanted to say Thoreau. Justin Thoreau is the actor. Justin Trudeau.
Turns out Justin Thoreau's taking over. For him.
Yeah, he is actually. Announced on Monday that he intends to resign as the party's leader and prime minister after pressure from within his own Liberal Party increasingly grew amid heightened criticisms over his handling of the economy and threats levied by President-elect Donald Trump. He said he will resign once the party selects a new leader.
So what we don't understand is, we talk about Patrice O'Neill's joke all the time about how we have no idea about other governments.
Right.
We have a president. We don't know what anybody else has a
What do you
prime
got, a
minister.
king? We don't know.
Canada's got a prime minister. How long has Justin Trudeau been in office?
I would say probably a long time. I would say probably 8-9 years.
Yeah, more. 10 years.
10 years? Okay.
10 years. So how long do you get to be prime minister for?
Yeah, no.
Like, I don't know.
As long as you want.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's called a
I think
king.
it's No, I think, but it's until they vote you out or until you step down.
I don't know. I can't see that being. Can somebody look that up?
Yep.
I would imagine he's probably served multiple terms as prime minister.
Does not have a set term of office.
Really?
Boom.
Yeah.
So they could just be there as long as they want?
It says prime ministers can stay in office as long as their government has the confidence of a majority in the House of Commons of Canada
Holy
under the
cow.
system of responsible government.
So he's in it for as long as he wanted. If he didn't want to step down, then he could have just stayed there.
As long as they keep on voting you in, I guess.
But they're not voting him in.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's stepping down.
He's stepping down.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is that he had the job. Well, I'm
It's
not
appointed by
I
the
don't understand
monarchy.
this.
It's-
So the monarchy appoints the prime minister,
Right.
and then and then they tell him when it's time to leave.
I guess.
Basically.
Constitutionally, executive authority is vested in the monarch, who is the head of the state. But the powers of the monarch and the governor, general, blah, 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 yeah, I don't know. It really doesn't. The prime minister is supported by the prime minister's office and heads by the privy council office. Doesn't really say. How do you get out of there? How do I get out of this?
I don't know.
Resign.
I mean, I mean, do we know any other prime minister of Canada besides Trudeau? Like, can you name the one before Trudeau, or?
the one that was smoking crack.
Oh yeah, no,
Ford.
he was a mayor of Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a mayor. Okay.
I think so. He was like he was.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think he was prime minister. I think he was just like
It was
what
Rob,
was his name?
Rob Ford.
Was it Ford?
I have it right here. He was the former mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford.
Yeah,
that's what it
former
was,
mayor.
of Toronto.
Okay.
Not quite prime minister.
I think
Yeah.
Trudeau is getting the feeling that he was going to get ousted anyways.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the whole point. He says he was pretty honest. He's like, I don't have the confidence of the people,
Yeah.
so I got to
You
step
can't
down.
fire me. I quit.
Right?
I'm gonna give you some names.
Okay.
You tell me whether they were prime minister or if I'm making them up.
All right.
Or raised baseball player.
Before Justin Trudeau, we had Stephen Harper.
That sounds Canadian. I'm gonna say real.
Fake.
Fake.
Real.
It was real.
Yeah, that
Stephen
sounds
Harper.
Canadian. Real boring name.
Before Stephen Harper, we had Paul Minsky.
Real.
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 Carbon?
Fake.
Fake. Paul
Really?
Paul Martin.
You.
Paul Martin.
Oh, I remember a Paul in there somewhere.
Before Paul Martin,
I've never heard the name Paul Martin. Prime Minister Paul Martin.
we had Jean Gaillard.
No, that's right. That's
Real.
real.
Oh,
Yeah, it's got to be.
Definitely. That's
No,
real.
that's fake. I
He said it so
He
like.
plays third base.
before that fake one, we had Kim Campbell.
Lover.
A woman. Never. Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
That is real.
Yeah.
And then before Kim Campbell,
Do they have dates on there?
yeah, she was there. She was only there 93, 93. And then 93 to 2003, so 10 years, was Jean Créton. Paul Martin was 2003 to 2006. Stephen Harper was 2006 to 2015. And then Trudeau took over in 2015.
Oh, Harper had a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Trudeau had a good run. 10 years.
John Turner, 84, 84. Pierre Trudeau, 80 to 84.
That his father?
I would
I
imagine.
think it is.
I mean, Trudeau. Look at Trudeau was also. So that's interesting. Pierre Trudeau was from 1980 to 1984, but he was also 1968 to 1979.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Is
So
it
he
the
left
same
and came
guy?
back?
Yeah.
Same
Was he-
guy?
Yeah, same guy.
Oh, interesting.
So when Pierre Trudeau, 68 to 79, and then 79 to 80 was Joe Clark, and then from 80 to
Joe
84
Clark, the
was,
principal?
was Pierre Trudeau again.
Oh, okay. We know nothing about nothing.
One of my favorite Canadians, Ian Beckles, says that Trudeau's father was there for 16 years.
Right.
Pierre.
That's,
Yeah.
Pierre.
Pierre. That's a great name.
Canada's
That's a good
stupid.
name.
Before him, Martin St. Louis.
No,
No?
that's fake.
Oh, okay.
That's fake.
One day.
I love him.
Enrico Ciccone could be the next prime
He
minister.
could be.
He's in government
And that's
has
for
been
real.
for 10 years.
Yeah, that's wild.
And he's good at what he does.
How about this? A lot of people are saying that Elon Musk is Trump's real vice president, or Trump is the vice president
They're
to
saying
Elon.
President Musk and
Yeah.
Trump hates that. It drives him nuts. He was on Twitter ranting about it.
Does it? Was he?
And when he did, he had a press conference a couple days ago, and he was like, "I'm not." He's like, "Elon's not the president." Yeah, he's like, so it's got to get to him when they say that.
I was reading a story the other day where he's complaining that he's around too much.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Hey man, he bankrolled your campaign. You
I
gotta-
know, but now people are starting to take his fame away.
You got me in. Now get out of here. Blah, blah, blah. Well, Elon
That's why I did
Musk
the Spanish.
launched into a foul-mouthed tirade directed at a student who called him out for allegedly spreading disinformation, saying, quote, Elon Musk is rapidly becoming the largest spreader of disinformation in human history, hijacking political debates in the process. That was from a Finnish graduate student.
Which is somewhat true. He owns a large media company. He has major influence, and he is spreading information, whether it's disinformation you believe or not. I'm sure when that Finnish student called him out for what is probably true, he had a great prescribed response that it was classy and appropriate.
He said the EU must take action. The response from Musk, F you. This is a quote.
Yeah.
F you, retard.
He had a tweet. He was like trying to promote positivity on the platform and saying we needed to get.
This is real life. This wasn't on X.
Musk's response containing a slur used against people who have mental disabilities. He then replied saying yes to another person who said, we could have avoided a lot of disasters by simply telling leftist retards to STFU.
Jeez.
Holy.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, firsthand, not a good idea to be used throwing that word around.
No.
Also, you gotta. I mean, like I've been able to eliminate some words from my vocabulary over the years because I realize the impact that it makes on people, and some of them are great, like good emphasis words, but you just can't use them anymore.
Yeah.
But that word, they're trying to bring it back. A lot of
you know who it is? Shane Gillis.
Yeah, comedians in 2024, there was a bunch of them that used it in
Shane
their
Gillis
stand-ups.
opened the gate again,
Yeah.
and he opened the door for people to go out and use it. And he's people have been creeping it back in slow, and now Elon Musk is on the main stage saying it.
By the way, Shane Gillis, congratulations to Shane Gillis.
Right.
Did you hear what he won? He won funniest cracker of the year
I did
from
see Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Antonio Brown,
Nice.
and was on the thing to accept the award.
I did see that.
Yeah.
He's like, "Thank you, man. This is such a great honor. I never thought I'd get here."
He goes, I got snubbed by the Grammys, but this is way more important. It's so funny. Have you seen any of the, we all loved To Catch a Predator. That was such a good show, all that stuff. But there's a lot of people that do YouTube shows where there's Colorado
But
Pet
Galvin,
Patrol, I think it is.
we've talked about this before. Some of the ways that these guys do it make me feel bad for the predator. Like they'll just go up and smack a guy in a store, and I'm like, now you're crossing the line.
Yes,
Unless
I
it was
agree.
my kid.
But also, if you saw what they were doing or what they intended to do,
Yeah, but who are you?
No, I get
I know,
it. I
yeah.
completely
Like,
get it.
who
But
are you?
I feel bad for him too. And then I go, yeah, but they were gonna diddle a
Scumbag.
kid. Yeah.
They smack him in the face. The one guy was running
Yeah.
out of the store. They're kicking him in the ass.
Yeah.
Well, 5 college students are facing charges after they lured a man onto campus to stage a To Catch a Predator scheme for social media, and they called him a pedophile. But when police responded, there was a Tinder ad that they put up by the students who said the person was 18 and said that the girl was 18 years old. So the guy
So
did
he's not a
nothing wrong.
pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said
Oh,
that's
man.
not illegal. If you're 18, you're of age. And they're like, pedophile.
Some of these kids, what they're doing to try and get clicks, man, and
It's
go viral.
wild.
It's nuts.
I watch a lot of that stuff over vacation because I like those videos where the guy audits the cops, the Long Island audits guy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then it'll sometimes get you in the algorithm of that stuff too. But I love when they go. Most of I would say, and tell me if you disagree. Most of the people that they go to, I would say 75% of the people that they approach in stores that were there to meet an underage person, boy or girl or whatever, have some sort of mental disability of their own. Like they're very autistic, very, very introverted.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that seem pretty normal, like they live normal lives, like they that Colorado Pet Patrol, they do it pretty good.
Yeah,
they're not. The guy tells me, he goes, "We're not here to hurt you. We're videoing so that for your protection, for our protection, this and that. You can have a conversation with us, or we can just call the police."
Right. And then they end up getting smacked, and they call the cops anyway.
No. These guys don't hit him. These guys don't hit him and do all this stuff, whatever. But there was one guy who looked like he could be your math teacher.
Yeah. There are plenty of those guys.
But they made him call his wife.
Oh,
That's the thing. A lot of them are married with kids.
Yeah,
that's the scary thing. Because what are they doing to their own kids? If they are, if they're not. But again, it's.
Two that stand out more than anything to me is the rabbi that was on To Catch a Predator, who saw his life falling apart and like tried to grab at the camera and didn't know what to do. And then there was the other one that used to ride the train in every day with not Keith Morrison, with Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen was like, I see you every morning on the train. The guy's like, Chris, what are you doing?
Oh, remember the one guy who was like, oh man, I was just listening to you on Opie and Anthony. He goes, oh, did you enjoy the Opie and Anthony show?
I love whenever why didn't you have a seat and have a glass of lemonade? I knew that's what this was.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? So what were you doing? I was coming over because she was 15 and she's home alone. So you're helping her.
Yeah.
Right. But that was my favorite. The guys who were like, I was just trying to counsel her. Trying to make it right.
Remember the guy that brought the pizza and then asked, can I have a slice?
And tried to be like cool too.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, no big deal. Whatever. You're in jail for 50 years.
And Chris Hansen's like, do you always bring pizza and condoms when you meet a 15-year-old girl?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy. Dude,
But again, do those people go to jail for a long time? Because technically, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Well, no. I'm saying, but like they didn't.
It's like a victimless crime because there's
right.
It's just an attempt to.
But also, if they're sending pictures and doing that stuff, that's why they have them bring the Mike's Hard Lemonade and the thing so that they have it all proof that they were intending to do different stuff.
I think the charge though is different because it's a setup, it's a sting. It's not an
right.
actual
It's only like a
15-year-old.
year.
Yeah.
It's not
for all
a
I
lot
know,
of those
they
guys probably get probation.
Yeah,
depending
they
on,
just get a slap on the wrist.
They're still registered sex offenders for the rest of their
Right.
life.
And the embarrassment's got to deter them at some point.
Remember the one where they caught the guy 3 times in the same week?
Yeah.
It was the same guy. And he brought whipped cream and he was going after the cat. He was in a towel and he was trying to get the cat because he was going to do stuff to the cat.
Think about this though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my cat's give me the eye every once in a while.
Well,
I don't know. Having to go and deal with my wife, I think would be worse than the cop.
Wait.
Yeah, this guy.
You get caught cheating, Carmen. You get caught flirting and sending nudes and all that stuff. You know, you feel bad and you're like, oh, I screwed up. But you do that with a kid. Your whole life. My wife would never talk to me again.
No,
This
you're
guy's
disgusting.
on the phone with his wife and he's like, I got in some trouble. I went to meet a boy and it turned out he was 15. The guy's like, it didn't turn out. You knew he was 15.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I knew.
But he went to go meet a boy. Tell your wife that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your wife, your friends, your kids. I mean, oof.
yeah.
Like you're not getting away with it.
The boy.
But see,
Pedos.
Galvin, that I don't know the guy that you're talking about. I didn't see him, but the way you say it, like, was he talking like that? Like, I went to meet a boy. Like, that's what leads me to believe a lot of these guys have mental issues.
Well, clearly they have mental issues
right.
if they're going and doing that.
Yeah, but it's more like, not that it's an excuse, but like some of the guys that they meet they'll meet him in a Walmart or someplace where they're going to buy condoms or something. They'll go up to him and they're like, hey, what are you doing here? And then they end up smacking him, and the guy's like, he doesn't know what's going on, and they're bad people, and they're doing bad things, and they're getting bad things happen to them. I get it, but if there's part of me that kind of feels bad a little bit.
Yeah,
I
and
feel like they're exposing those people.
Those people shouldn't be hitting those people. There's no
Yeah.
sense in that. You're not doing anything.
I mean, I've known 2 people that got busted for pedophile,
I know one.
and they were normal people, and I was totally shocked when I found out.
But let me ask you a question. I know one, and I totally was like, yeah, that guy's a dirtbag.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and he got busted going to meet an underage girl in a hotel in Newport Richie. He's a total Newport Richie dirtbag, and that's exactly what I expect from him. And he wasn't at the time. I think he was probably only 40. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
which it doesn't excuse it or anything like that. But it wasn't like a 60-year-old meeting a 13-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, that guy I expected. Were they friends of yours?
One of them was but both were friends. One of mine was like very close friend. They hung out all the time.
And who was he going? Who did he think he was going to meet?
He got set up in a sting operation. He was purchasing pornography.
Pictures.
Yeah, it was actually videotapes, VHS videotapes that he ordered off of some website or something, and it was a setup. And he got busted. And I never would have imagined in a million years that he'd be wrapped up in something like that. There was nothing to even not even like like we went out drinking all the time, not even like a weird joke. Like, wait a minute, that was kind of weird. Nothing to indicate.
There was a guy that worked with me that got busted trying to bang an underage girl. And 100%, I said, yeah, he definitely did that. Yeah.
You still friends with the guy?
No.
Because of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you have kids, it's hard to do that.
And I liked him a lot, man. He was a very close friend of mine.
And what about the other guy?
Well, the other guy was Pulowski. That got busted here. I knew him.
Yeah. Pulowski.
Hung out with him a couple times, and anytime I talked to him, it was always about the Bucks. But
and what was it? He was trying to pick up a boy too, wasn't he?
That was another sting operation.
And he thought it was a boy.
He thought it was a boy. Yeah.
I wonder if those people. I don't know if those people are just afraid to be gay, or if they just like boys.
I have no idea. I don't even know how to rationalize it,
or did something happen to them when they were a boy? Because a lot of times when you see those docu-series and stuff like that, like something happened to the guy when they were that age, and then it connects to them, and then they feel like they have to.
That's something I can never understand either. Like when I was a kid, I used to think about people who had alcoholic parents and they became alcoholics, or people who were abusive and then they were being like, you see it, you live through it, you know how bad it is, but you're in that cycle,
right?
That's so weird to think about. I don't know. Yeah, somebody we know is currently incarcerated for underage sex.
What?
Yeah, I don't want to say who it is.
Yeah,
wasn't there a person that was over in a different country?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The one.
Oh, and they're still in jail.
Still in jail
in a different country.
Yeah.
Oof.
The guy that,
because they made an example out of that person.
The guy that I was friends with, I think he got like 5 years, 6 years in prison, state prison.
See, now I know,
and that was because it was a sting. So technically, it was a victimless crime, right?
I guess, yeah.
No, because I mean. If he's buying child porn,
they're
victims.
They didn't find any child porn on his computer or anything?
No, it was VHS cassettes. Yeah.
But again, he didn't make it, so he made a victimless crime, not the actual entire thing.
Yeah,
but that's how they classify it.
Yeah, because he purchased what he thought was going to be child pornography.
And do you know how young?
No. I mean, he was like 25.
Right, but I just didn't know if was it a 17-year-old? That's less creepy than a 10-year-old.
No, we never got any of the details. It was just that there was VHS tapes that he swears that he did not know. But I'm like,
what did he think it was?
He didn't. He said that it was sent to his house by mistake, is what he told us.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't believe. After he got busted, he bailed. He bonded out of jail, and I saw him, and I was like, dude. And then that was the last time I saw him.
Dude,
I couldn't believe it. It blew my mind because this was somebody who was like in our group, hung out all the time, drinking all the time.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, is that if you went ahead to order VHS tapes to come to your house, what would you do if you opened up a package and it was child porn?
Call the cops?
Yeah, you have to immediately call the cops.
It's interesting because I saw Matt McCusker, who does the podcast with Shane, who's a comedian as well. He said the way they used to get pot and they'd have it mailed to their house and do that stuff. He goes, but what you would do, because they would try and bust you, he goes, if they delivered something, you take it in your house, you write return to sender on the package, whatever, and then you get in your car and you drive around for a while. And, make sure nobody's following you, do whatever. But if they're following you and they pull you over, you just go, I don't know. I got this package. I didn't open it. And then once he goes.
But when they set you up, the way they set you up is when you open the package.
Right. So that's what he said. You don't open the package. You take it in. And then you write return to sender.
Act
and then
like you're going to the post
get in your
office.
car, you drive around,
right.
and then open
Wait
it
it
as
out.
long as nobody's around, whatever. That was the workaround.
This is not for child porn. This is for
no,
weed.
No,
Yeah, I know some girl that used to get weed, and they used to write wrestling on the tapes, and they used to send tapes back and forth to each other.
Oh yeah,
and it was so they were so excited because their wrestling tapes came, and I was like, "You guys like wrestling?" They're like, "No, we got weed inside there."
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's odd, man. I don't know. I don't know that I could be friends with somebody that was actively doing that. Having kids now, that would really bother me.
Could could you be friends with someone knowing that they did that and went to jail, got out, came back, and then they were rehabilitated?
No,
maybe if
no
I was
way.
friends with them and then found that out. Like if I was friends with somebody for a while and then all of a sudden they said, listen, I got to tell you something. Back in the day, I did this, but I completely and I didn't know. Probably.
Yeah, but I don't know whether they can be rehabilitated.
Right.
Like they
That's
say
right. No.
that's not really a.
They need to be removed from the gene pool.
No. There's a difference between child molesters and guys like Carmen said who may have had an incident that happened to them. Then they go through therapy and they are rehabilitated. Like they don't have a desire for young children, but they have they've had things that happen to them, so they're in a cycle of doing it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, a lot of people who have been abused will abuse somebody
Right.
else, and that's what
Who
he
are
said.
they abusing?
And that's
Yeah.
the cycle. Well, it could be their wife, their child,
Yeah.
their significant
Oh,
other.
okay, so you're not saying specifically somebody who molested a child or watched child porn.
Like if you had somebody who was arrested for watching child porn, and you said, "What happened? When I was a kid, I was molested, and now I had this weird thing, and I went to rehab, and I got it all out, and I've been good for 10 years, and I feel, I've already been friends with that person. I think I could probably. That's none of my
You're going to let
business.
them around your children?
I mean, it would depend on the situation. You know what I mean? It would depend on
Have them
if I
come
found
over
out
for a pool party.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
That guy's out of my life. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now. I just changed my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my buddies wrote him a couple letters when he was in prison, and that was like the extent of it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He's like,
It had to depend on how close. If you went to jail, and I probably it was you didn't do anything. You ordered some tapes. I'd probably write you in jail.
Yeah.
I'd probably visit you. I'd feel bad for you.
yeah. And my buddy who wrote him knew him since he'd known the guy that got busted. He had known him since he was like 10, 12 years old. Like they'd known each other all through high school and stuff.
So maybe
Back
he
when
knows
he liked
something.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, Logan. Good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just want to share a story. My best friend in high school, I mean, we were together all the time. We were both obviously head-grown males. We kind of did chicks all the time, that kind of thing. And I found out, like, not even a year ago, he was in the paper. He got busted for 32 accounts of child porn and 1 account of luring a child with the use of a computer.
Ugh.
No.
So what do you do?
And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, how this dude was totally cool. I mean, we hadn't seen each other in about 10 years, but
No
it
indication,
was,
though,
it
right?
blew my mind. What?
No indication that he would ever be into something like that.
Absolutely none. Absolutely. The only thing I can think is that as he grew up, the girls just stayed the same age.
Yeah, and that happens for a lot of guys. They think that
Yeah.
I see a lot of that at
I
the
mean,
club.
I can't even deal with that. I can't talk to a teenager.
No, you know what? So really, thanks for the call, Logan. I make a lot of comments about hot chicks and stuff and all that, but I realized when I turned 50 that you couldn't even really say that a girl was hot anymore. It was gross. You know what I mean? Like I was just too old for
you're
that
the old
now.
guy, yeah.
I it just like it went from being like he just likes girls to he's a gross old man. You know what I mean?
That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not cute anymore at all. Interesting.
And that makes me sad.
A 43-year-old inmate in Georgia was caught trying to smuggle multiple items in his rectum.
Yeah.
Including a vape canister, syringes,
Hold
vape
on, slow down.
cartridges.
Vape canister, you can get in there.
Syringes.
Well, I'm not taking that chance.
But you are putting
They're new.
vape canisters in there.
I could probably put a vape canister between the cheeks.
No. Do you know? You're thinking of like the little vape. Have you seen a vape canister?
Oh no, I don't know. What
Like
that is.
the refill bottles?
No.
They look. It's almost like a bottle of lube.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, that's
All right,
how
so
big
I'm out
those.
on that. What else? Syringes.
Syringes, vape cartridges.
That's the one I could put in my butt.
Yes.
Joe, how big's your vape over there?
Batteries.
Too big.
What
Batteries?
Size, what size battery are you going up to?
Oh, watch battery.
Like a
I can
D?
put
AAA?
I could have put a handful of watch batteries in there.
AAA?
No, that watch battery, little round.
No,
one.
I know, but I'm saying
Oh,
AAA.
I can get AAA in there for sure.
AA?
I mean, I could probably go to a C.
Ooh, wow.
D's
Well,
where-
I'm
where
not
it gets
saying
weird.
on a reg. I'm saying like if I had a, if somebody
if
was
you're
gonna,
smuggling.
yeah, if somebody's going to offer me some like one of those honey buns for it, I could probably slide it. in
D
there.
is where it gets weird.
That
Yeah.
gets weird.
Yeah. And cigarette lighter.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
Need one of
They all
those.
got to go together.
You want Bic or Zippo?
Oh, Bic.
Yeah.
Bic's built for that wallet.
Plus, it rhymes with
Yeah. Zippo.
Zippo's too square.
Too square,
Yeah.
and also has a chance of that top popping open.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Right, that's what the syringe is too. Yeah, you don't want the top coming off.
I go with a grill lighter.
Oh, all right.
It's gonna last longer.
Carmen, that's what I like about you.
Yikes.
Yeah. A 61-year-old man was arrested after he allegedly shot his 33-year-old boyfriend. Because why? Why did
61-year-old
He
man
was
shot
61.
his 33-year-old boyfriend because he was cheating on him with a younger guy.
cheating on him? No.
That was my guess. Cheating.
Cheating? No.
I think that he didn't want to watch the show that he wanted to watch.
Wanted to watch
He
some
wouldn't
dumb
smuggle C batteries
Yeah.
in his butt wallet.
Did have to do with his butt.
Oh.
Because the guy spanked him too hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. Yeah.
That's
Wait,
too
what?
hard.
Which one hit? The old guy hit him or the young guy hit him?
No, the 33-year-old spanked
Hit the
the
old
old,
man.
guy too
Okay.
hard, and he said that's too hard and shot him.
Oh, he shot him.
Shot him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carmen, you like to be spanked?
Sometimes, yeah. And we're
Whoa. Whoa, what did we tap into?
Revelations.
Listen, well, we've been experimenting. We've been trying some new things.
Like
Carmen's on a
what?
journey.
All right.
Listen. Well, you know, I got him all those sex toys for Christmas.
What?
I will tell you right now, that pillow, amazing.
Oh.
Is it the one
Oh.
Ian, that's the one Ian Beckles got you?
Oh no, he got me a foot massager.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Don't use
also
that.
listen, that's also amazing.
What
No,
pillow?
I bought Chad a pillow for Christmas, and it's one of those, you can buy them on Amazon. They're called like recovery pillows. They're for people who have surgery and they have to like sit up. They look like little triangles or triangles.
I
But
mean, is it a triangle or a rectangle?
it's like a triangle. It's like a wedge.
Okay.
It's a wedge.
Like a pyramid.
Yeah, I love a
Yeah.
good wedge.
but
I have one of those.
yeah, but so listen, put your wife on that thing.
Oh.
Bro. Oh, yes, daddy.
Wow.
I'm telling you right now. Though that pillow
What part does she go on?
on the pillow. Her butt goes on the
Yeah.
up part, on
Yeah,
the ramp.
It kind of
Ramp her up.
it positions you.
I got you.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at it now.
And then you can also flip it over.
Smack it up, flip it, rub it
Right.
down. Flip
But
it
I'm-
over.
I'm telling you, that pillow is a lot of fun, and we've been using it a lot, and we've also just been experimenting.
You know
Our
what
new-
I bet? I bet there's a lot of secretions.
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of
Absolutely.
secretions.
You cannot
Do
stay
you,
at the condo.
You take that pillow into the steam box, or what do you do?
No, the steam box is too small. That's a standing room only.
So you tried.
No, we thought we measured it. We didn't just like X-nay it.
What if you're in the steam box and just your head sticking out?
Yeah. We could do that.
I just picture the steam box like falling over while you're inside.
100%. Yeah, that's not very doable.
So you guys been like the way you say experimenting
Wow.
with the pillow.
Well, so the pillow has been used a lot, and then our new little fantasy or made up is like a massage place.
Oh, wait a second.
But I work there.
You work there and he
Oh.
comes in for a massage.
Yeah.
So how does that go? Let's.
No, because I can't do accents, so we had to.
Oh, you're doing accents?
No, I can't
Oh,
do
Joe,
it.
nobody wants to hear you do it, weirdo.
That's what you've been doing. Hello.
No, I can't because I can't do
No,
it.
come on,
so-
come on. You can do it. You can do it.
No, I
This is-
literally.
This is for teaching purposes.
I know, but I'm telling you, he had to X-nay the accents.
No, I
because
want
they
to.
were
I
too
know, but I want to hear it.
distracting.
I want to hear it.
It was Chad's idea for you to do the accent?
No, it was my idea. And he said, "Please stop."
Hi, I was here to ask about an hour massage.
I can't.
Hello.
I asked him if he wants an only up.
Go ahead. Let me hear you what it sounds like.
Only up?
I'm sorry. What?
Only up? I can't. I'm telling you, I'm terrible at accents.
Oh no.
And so we had to stop with the accents.
Shut it down.
But
I went to get a massage and this cackling bitch kept on saying so. I couldn't understand what she was saying. I laughed.
Why do you sing it?
He's just like, please stop talking.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So,
Hey, if I pay extra, will you shut up?
Carmen, try this.
it's free.
Try this fantasy.
Okay.
Chad walks in there and he's like, "Oh, I expected an Asian woman," and they're like, "Oh, you're thinking of Lucy. She normally works here. She had an emergency and she asked me if I would cover, but I don't work here." and then Chad talks you into giving a massage.
Okay.
See, yeah.
You guys need me to come over?
Wait, you want to direct us?
Yeah.
Okay,
And action.
But anyway, the pillow's good for that. Ooh, yeah. I go, ooh. I do that a lot.
Oh, me like it.
Are you wearing a kimono during this time, Carmen?
I did buy her a kimono in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
He did, but no, I'm not because we usually make a mess at.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Secretions.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
All right, we're moving on. A Texas rapper named Tulo is in the news after he accidentally fired his gun in the middle of a podcast.
Yeah.
Because he had a gun in his pocket. That's where you keep a gun, right?
Always.
Had his gun in his pocket.
Well, if you're too low.
Reached into his pocket and it went off. This is what it sounded like, and we have it on.
Oh,
TV
we have
as
it.
well. Yeah.
All right.
Good.
And choices we got in life, those were your choices. Who shot who?
Oh man.
Somebody got shot?
Lo, you good, Lo?
I hope. Y'all good?
Damn, Brody. Good?
Did he get hurt?
He shot himself in the. I mean,
Oh.
look. I don't know whether he actually shot himself in the leg. He reached into his pocket and the gun went off, and then
Yeah.
he's just sitting there like this, like
Scared.
confused and scared.
But I love when the guy goes, "Who got shot?
Yeah.
Who got shot?
Who shot?
But
who?
like, yeah, there's no blood that's coming out of his leg, so it looks like it probably like grazed him or
Yeah.
like went out of his pants or
I'd
something.
imagine
But
like a little 22 or something. I don't know.
Lo, you good?
like you're not allowed to have a gun,
Yeah.
right?
That's a bad idea for you.
Oh, man.
Here are 4 signs that your body needs more vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
If they know your name at the drive-thru. No, I'm just kidding. Brittle fingernails
Oh.
could mean you're low on iron.
Okay.
If you have that, eyelid twitching,
Oh,
Potassium,
that happens to me.
magnesium.
magnesium.
Yeah, so you need more magnesium with that. Clicking in your knees could mean you need calcium.
Oh, I need calcium.
Calcium's for your
yeah.
bones.
My
Yeah,
knees
clicking
sound
your
like
knees.
horses running through the stable.
And girls, this happens to girls all the time. Do you bruise easily?
Well, it depends on
I
how hard you
used-
hit them.
Well, hey, I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was drinking and stuff, I would always wake up with random bruises.
Yeah, that's not from. That's from.
No, but I'm saying no, but even like I'm just saying when I like drank every single day, like I would run into a door and I would bruise on my arm. Like
Don't run into a door, you dummy.
but not like run into it. I'm just saying okay, you never mind.
When I fell down the stairs, I would bruise.
Right. The funny
bruise
thing is,
everything.
Carmen, you're trying to equate it to the alcohol in your system, but it's
No.
the alcohol that's making you run into
Yeah,
doors.
yeah.
No, but I'm saying even when I wasn't drunk, if I would run in like hit my elbow or something, I would bruise a lot easier. Where now I'm not drinking as much, so I'm healthier.
I
and
rolled off the bed
and I don't
twice.
bruise as easy.
Yeah, I hit my back.
Well, if you do bruise easily, it means you need more vitamin C.
Okay.
Vitamin C for that.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin D. Oh.
You may have seen this. We have a local celebrity. A Sarasota Hooters waitress has been arrested for DUI, all while trying to flirt her way out of trouble, according to the Sarasota Police Department.
I'm just telling you right now.
Couldn't be a cop.
I could never be a cop.
No.
This chick would be going free in a second.
Body cam footage from the responding officers shows the Hooters waitress, 22-year-old Sophia Ross, trying to smooth talk her way out of any legal trouble with the responding officers. At one point, Ross can be heard telling the officer that they were going to make out before calling him daddy, telling him that she would do anything for him. You can listen to some of this stuff. By the way, she was charged with DUI with a 3.18 blood alcohol level.
But you know what, though? She's speaking pretty well.
She is, amazingly.
And acting, pretty. She's not really falling down. Like, sloppy drunk. She's not sloppy drunk. She definitely probably has bruises.
She sounds sloppy drunk.
She does, but she doesn't look it. Did you see it?
Yeah,
that is over 3 times the legal limit. Here is some audio and video of Sophia.
We're gonna make out here. Okay. We're gonna make out here.
No, we are not. Here,
Turn off lights.
stop right there.
Turn off lights. We're gonna make out.
Wait, stay right there.
It's my bad. It's my bad.
All right.
I gotta pee, bro.
I know. I have to pee as well.
Bro. I gotta pee.
Okay, do you want to try this first exercise for me?
I will do anything for you, Daddy. God damn.
All right.
You in that suit? I will do anything for you.
Can you put your feet together
I'll put my feet together.
and your hands on your
I'm
side?
whatever you say, Daddy.
Okay. Now
I'll
before
put
we
my hand on my
start,
hip.
no, I was grabbing my flashlight.
Oh, whatever you want, Daddy.
Whatever you want.
Before we start,
Hey, fair shark.
are you wearing
Fair
contacts right now?
Are you wearing contacts?
No, I'm wearing glasses.
No, I'm wearing contacts.
Pause it for a second,
Wait,
Carmen. She is moving towards him.
Yeah.
He goes, "Are you wearing contacts?" And she goes, "Are you wearing contacts?" And gets up in his face and then lifts her shirt
Yeah.
out. She's wearing a sweatshirt and underneath she has her Hooters tank top on. And she goes, "I'm wearing contacts. Look, I'm wearing contacts." Go ahead and play the rest.
Can I tell you though? I'm not like normally this kind of stuff. You go, ugh, she's adorable.
Yeah.
She's adorable. You're like, yeah, she's just drunk.
The stop is like 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
And at one point, she doesn't realize she was driving the car.
Yeah.
In the very beginning.
Yeah, she's like, oh, no, man, I wasn't driving. She's like, and he goes, I literally stopped you and turned the
Because
car
she says,
off.
I'm impaired,
Yeah.
but I'm not driving.
I'm not
And
driving.
He goes,
I'm drunk,
you were
but
just
I'm not
driving
driving.
2
Yeah.
seconds ago.
See this? I'm wearing contacts.
Sophia,
Do you see this?
You see
I
this?
am wearing contacts. I am wearing contacts. I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
hold on. I want you to think for like 2 seconds.
I am wearing contacts.
Sophia.
You might have glasses, but I am wearing contacts.
Oh, my
Sophia.
gosh.
Here,
I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
No seriousness.
Bro, don't be such a nerd, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, he's such a nerd, bro.
He is like, this camera, this body cam is C blocking me so hard right now.
He
It's
was like,
so
if
hard.
this was the 80s, she'd be going free.
Oh, he'd be all up there, Bad Lieutenant style.
Yeah.
Listen, I am not mad at this girl for some reason. I know that she shouldn't be drinking and driving, and she's not super hot or anything. It's not like, oh, she's super hot. But she's all right. She's cute.
she's
You know,
hot
she's
enough.
adorable. And I feel bad for her because she's just making a fool out of herself now. But she's
At one point, he tells her, he's like, you know, this is public record. He's
Yeah.
like, your mom's going to see this, your
Yeah.
family, everybody's going to see this.
So, will you watch her reality show when it comes on?
I mean, listen, I definitely would watch her. I would watch her watching this video.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great. You know,
I got to tell you, that guy he's being professional,
he's being a nerd.
but he's also like, you can tell he's a guy, and he's
Yeah.
like, oh, please put your shirt down.
Yeah.
You know, doing
Yeah,
that.
I mean, look, I know he knows he's on camera and all
Right.
that, but he handled himself really well.
Yeah,
like he
but-
could have been a dick to her, and
but
he
it-
wasn't.
Right, and he wasn't like, man, put your shirt down.
Right.
You know, doing that, whatever. He was trying to be, you know.
He's probably young. He
Yeah.
sounds like he's probably a young
Yeah.
guy. Good job, sir.
Oof.
Good job.
That's rough, man. That is rough.
I got contact. I swear we're in contact.
Congratulations to Zendaya and Tom Holland. They are engaged.
Saw that.
Speculation began whenever she wore a diamond ring to the Golden Globes. Tom reportedly proposed between Christmas and New Year's.
You know what a good indication of getting engaged is a diamond ring. You know what a good indication of breaking up is? Did you see the other big news, Carmen? Did
What?
you see who unfollowed who
Oh,
on
I
Instagram?
have that. I
you
have
do?
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Justin Bieber unfollowed Scooter Braun on Instagram.
his manager and
Mhm.
life
Well, that's
partner.
been going on for a while.
I know, but is this all Diddy related stuff?
Could be.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Well, I think it was Nikki. Was it Nikki Glaser or about
Diddy parties?
No, but about Ashton Kutcher. Whatever, talking about. I guess did they move out of the country?
Yeah, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. They I can't remember. Not France, but
it may have been either her or on the Jeffrey Ross roast thing, whatever. Because I just
Right.
watched it the other day. But whoever said, you know, it's bad when your wife says, what's the deal with the Diddy stuff? Whatever. They go, we should move out of the country.
yeah.
Did they move out of the country?
That's what they're
Europe.
saying. Yeah,
he
she's
was,
like,
he was at Raw on Monday.
Ellen DeGeneres moved out of the country. Yeah.
because of Trump, quote unquote.
Well, at least, you know, she
Ellen.
I
said,
hated her here.
but also, if you say you're going to do it and you do it, I'm not mad at you.
No.
Go ahead.
Right, but
Follow
again, did she move out because of Trump, or did she
because
move
of
out
Diddy?
because of the Diddy stuff?
Yeah,
Was
maybe.
it just Trump? You know what I mean?
Right.
Was that her excuse?
I don't know Ellen and Diddy. I don't see that, but he was on the show a bunch of times.
Oh, he was on the show a bunch of times, and you didn't think that you thought Ellen was nice, whatever, and then everybody said she was the worst ever. You know?
Did you see there's a clip of him on the Ellen show where he like kind of threatens her and the DJ, and this was right before her DJ, the one that committed suicide.
Oh.
But it was like right before that. But he's on there and he like gives her a shirt or something, and it doesn't get the reaction he wants. And then you can hear him in the microphone go, "Better not have any problems," or something along those lines. And then he redoes the whole joke.
Oh.
There was another clip where they're doing something, whatever, and I guess he gave money to help out with something, whatever, and she's like, "We have the kids here," and it opens, and all these kids come out. Diddy's sitting there, and I'm like, "Oh no,
that didn't age well."
Yeah,
I do appreciate the people who said that they were going to leave and they'll leave. You know who said they were going to move and didn't move?
Who?
My mother-in-law.
Oh,
she was going to Belize.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Belize is nice.
Yeah, she done some research and she was going to go to Belize. And
How easy is it to move to Belize?
I get it was pretty easy. She wanted to go like to New Zealand, but it was too difficult.
Okay.
Belize would have been easier, but then she realized she's too old to go to Belize.
I can't believe she didn't do it.
It's so funny. I get along with my mother-in-law so well, but she says such crazy things. And she says it in her high pitch, kind of like Carmen saying "only up." I'm gonna move to Belize. Only up.
Do you think your mother-in-law dislikes Trump more or less than my mother-in-law loves Trump?
I would say it's probably about tie.
My mother-in-law has inauguration parties. She has a Trump cut. Yeah,
all right.
She has Trump parties.
She wins.
Yeah, she has Trump parties. She has a Trump cardboard cutout.
Trump T-shirts.
What is it that she? I voted for Trump. What is it that
Trump.
she loves about Trump?
Everything.
Okay.
Name it. She
Dancing?
loves everything. She loves the dancing. She loves the way he talks. She loves all his policies. She loves everything about Trump.
He is America to some people.
She gave my son for Christmas a framed picture of Donald Trump.
Hilarious. What did he say?
And gave him a "Make America Great Again" hat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thought that was a good gift.
Not an autographed picture.
Right.
Just a picture. Whatever. And my son held it up and then looked at me and I went, I don't know.
I didn't tell you what I got for Christmas.
What'd you get?
Oh.
My wife got me Pearl Jam tickets to
Oh.
the show in Hollywood.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And she goes, good news and bad news. I go, what? She goes, good news is I got you the tickets. Bad news is you got to go with Pete.
Yeah.
And I said, did you think that going with you would have been good news?
I would imagine that she goes, here's Pearl Jam tickets.
Yeah.
One caveat. I'm not going. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a hard
That's a
time
prize for you and for her.
Like, I went to go see Post Malone with her one time, and I really enjoyed it. But I knew Post Malone's music. I didn't love it, but I knew it. So when I went to go see it, I enjoyed it. But then when she's asked me to go to something, like I didn't go to Wu-Tang with her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to that. She's asked me to go to some shows with her, and I'm like, I can't see myself sitting there for 2 hours.
You know what show I'm going to miss this weekend because the Steelers are playing on Saturday is Styx and Loverboy are over at the Sound.
I can live without that.
Styx is great, man.
No, I don't dislike them. I know. I don't know.
This is one that you don't want to miss, Mike. One of your
Okay.
favorites.
All right.
Bill Murray has kicked off a U.S. tour in Chicago over the weekend where he's singing, covering Bob Dylan, The Kinks, Wilson Pickett, and more.
That I would go to.
Really?
Yeah, I love Bill Murray. I just feel like it got to the point where there was too much Bill Murray.
Yeah. Well,
too much Bill Murray.
Obviously, he's not much of a singer, but that's not really what you were there for.
Hey, baby.
Here's a little bit of
he's
Bill
doing
Murray
lounge
singing.
style?
Do you have that, Carmen?
No.
Oh.
Didn't I send that to you?
When I think of Bill Murray singing, I think of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Nothing but Star Wars.
Yeah.
Here's what I like about that and Bill Murray. Bill Murray is just one day went, I'm gonna go on tour and I'm gonna sing. and has no singing voice. No, he's like, because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And people will come and they'll enjoy it.
Carmen, sorry, I just sent it to you. I thought I sent it earlier. I saw a thing where the headline was Chevy Chase hates the Saturday Night Live movie and blah blah blah, this and that, and
Because they accurately nailed him.
so perfectly. But Reitman, what is his name?
Ivan, Jason
Jr. Yeah, Jason. He said that he had the screening for him and did the thing, whatever. And Chevy Chase came up to him afterwards, put his hand on his shoulder, and he said, "Well, you should be embarrassed." That's Chevy Chase joking around. He just watched a great movie. Well,
I watched that again.
Yeah,
what's it called? Saturday Night.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's the movie about Saturday Night Live's first episode going to air, and we've talked about this before, but the casting is incredible. The guy who plays John Belushi is great. The guy who plays Chevy Chase is so good. He's captured his mannerisms so well that you really feel like you're watching 1970s Chevy Chase.
Dan Aykroyd
was great. The only one I didn't think was good was the guy who played Lorne Michaels, and not that he wasn't good. He just was not a real depiction of Lorne Michaels.
But I think you're thinking older Lorne. That's the problem. The older Lorne is the more
the one we know,
right? Yeah,
the one that everybody does the impression of,
right?
But he was nothing like that. But I really enjoyed the movie and the Andy Kaufman stuff, and the Jim Henson.
Yeah.
It's really good. I watched it twice.
I tried to watch it. Does it ever get away from the one shot crazy?
No, that's the whole thing.
Movie. Okay,
yeah, because that's the kind of anticipation of the show and things going wrong and all that type of stuff.
I didn't like it. It was too. I bailed on it. It was too much.
You know what? The first time I watched it, I was like, it's too much, and then I let it play out, and then I went back and watched it again. I'm like, all right.
I was having a hard time believing that it's that crazy hectic.
But it's not. But they were trying to show you
they had never done
everything
it
that went in, but everything that went into it, and all like John Belushi's contract, and them hiring him, getting Alan Zweibel out of a bar, and all that didn't happen 5 minutes before the show, but they were just showing all of that stuff come together.
Yeah, I might give it another shot because I agree. The casting, they look spot on. They sound like it, but just the whole one shot craziness, I was like, this is too much.
Yeah, the guy who plays Garrett Morris is great.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Here is Bill Murray doing some of the singing. If you were somewhere and Bill Murray got up and did a song, you'd go, that was awesome. I'm not going to sit there for an hour and a half or whatever.
No, but if I was going, would I go to the Sound and watch it? No. Would I go to a bar and drink beers while Bill Murray's up there crooning? Yeah, I would definitely do that.
I'd go to like a Tampa theater.
Yeah. Something where you can get loose and watch it. I would do that.
Well, I'll let you know when he's coming through, and you'll forget about it. So, so we talked about Justin Bieber unfollowed Scooter Braun. Britney was with Scooter Braun as well, right? Wasn't she?
I thought it was Taylor.
No, he bought Taylor's catalog.
Yeah. Oh,
was Scooter Braun, Britney, anything with that, or am
I don't know.
I'm totally off. Okay, well then forget Scooter Braun. Britney Spears says she will be very involved in her upcoming biopic.
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of input.
She is so bananas. I was talking about it the other day. If you would have told me in early 2000s that I'm going to see Britney Spears every day dancing and pulling her underwear down and stuff, I would have been so excited.
Oh, man.
And
what
now,
if I said to you, you're going to see Britney Spears speak with an English accent and say that she's living in Mexico?
Yeah. Oh, I still would have loved it.
Yeah.
I was still, early 2000s, whatever. But now you're just like, what? Yeah. And you just scroll past. Yeah. Oof, that's rough. And then finally in news, Carmen, we did not do it. Come on, do it.
Oh, do it. Oh, Carmen.
Jesus,
Carmen.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
rent. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is rent. R-E-N-T.
Rent.
Head over to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter rent before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. Good luck.
Good luck.
I would like to know, Joe.
Yes.
I'm not mad at you.
Oh.
Why are you showing her?
Britney Spears.
That's Britney?
Yeah. That's Britney Spears.
Wow.
Hot or not?
I forgot how. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, early 2000s
Right.
Britney's fantastic.
I mean, obviously that's airbrush and all that stuff, whatever. But
I mean,
Jesus,
she was arguably the hottest girl in show business.
Yeah.
All right, let me
across the
ask you
board.
this, though. Let me ask you this. Britney Spears
Okay.
or Maxim Christina Aguilera?
Brittany. I still go Brittany.
I think I would have went Christina.
Yeah.
I like the dirty Christina.
Remember, like Snake on Slave for You, Snake on the neck, Brittany?
Dude, I was there
Yeah.
that year.
Yeah. And the little red suit video.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's good stuff.
Pretty good.
That's when Jennifer Lopez was at the MTV Awards with her new husband, and Jamie Foxx was hosting. And during the commercial break, he looked at her, he pointed to her, and he goes, "Don't worry, Diddy, she'll always be yours." Right in front of the guy. Oh,
remember when she kissed Madonna?
I do.
On the VMAs?
I do remember that. And Christina Aguilera.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, those were the days.
Oh, when sluts could be sluts.
Yeah.
Only up.
Oh, we can still be slut.
Speaking of those days, or maybe a little earlier, the people over at Ranker.com are voting for the greatest boy bands of all time. So think about that. I have the top 15 here. Greatest boy bands of all time. Who do you think it's going to be?
NSYNC.
Well, I didn't say guess yet.
Oh,
I'll tell you. NSYNC's on there, Carmen.
Yeah. Oh, I bet they're all on there, but with the order in which they come in.
They should be number one.
I don't know.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're not.
I like One Direction.
Maybe they're on there. Maybe they're not.
Better songs.
You want to take a break? Come back.
Yeah, we'll take a break and we'll come
this?
back and do that. And we got a bunch of other stuff to get to. In the meantime, we'll give you an opportunity to go put the bone bonus in inside your app, and hopefully you can win the $1,000. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Back over to Galvin. This is something that I think is not getting something that you didn't think would get enough attention on this show, but I love boy bands.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Green Day, not a boy band. No.
What are they?
They're a band of boys.
They're punk pop.
Boy band.
They don't coordinate their dancing. That's a big one.
By the way, I don't even know where you get band from. It's a vocal group.
Yeah, it's a band. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
it's not
A
a
band
band.
you play. You have to play an instrument, I think, to be a band.
Well, I'm going to tell you who my favorite boy band is.
Okay.
I love One Direction.
All right.
Music-wise. But one that I felt slipped through the cracks that I like, that they have like two songs that I really, really like that aren't really listed up there with the top of the boy bands. And that's LFO.
Yeah.
Of all the LFO songs, they have two songs that I love. One is The Girl on TV, which is a song about Jennifer Love Hewitt that this guy wrote, that he loved Jennifer Love Hewitt from watching her on TV, and then he ended up banging her.
Yeah,
which
that's
was
pretty
great.
good.
Put her
That's
in the
pretty
video
good.
and ended up banging her.
That's wild.
But you don't really I associate them with boy bands.
Yeah, but they don't get the credit that they deserve. Like the NSYNCs and the Backstreet Boys. They're
I
not up there in
gotcha.
that echelon.
Well,
of
they
Backstreet.
don't because they're not in the top 15.
Oh my God, are you serious?
They're not.
How many are you saying? 15 or 50?
15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not in there. By the way, on Jeff Ross doing the roast thing, whatever he said about all the different stuff was happening during the year, and he goes, and then the hope for a reunion for One Direction, that flew right out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, you're not going to have an LFO reunion either because they're all dead.
All three?
Two of them are dead.
Yeah.
And then they died. Two of them died of cancer. I think. Yeah, awful.
So before we went to break, Carmen, you said NSYNC,
Yeah, number one.
number 2.
What?
That means Backstreet Boys number one.
They better
Mike
not
Calta,
be.
you said One Direction, number 4.
Oh,
Oh,
What's the Japanese?
Yep.
BTS.
Yeah,
BTS, number 10.
Oh.
What about
You know what BTS's hit song is? Only up.
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, number one's got to be Backstreet Boys if it's not NSYNC.
No,
Number 1,
it better not be.
Backstreet Boys.
Now, what is the difference? Now, NSYNC's better than Backstreet Boys.
100%. They got Justin Timberlake.
But what is the number one Backstreet? Because I always hear Backstreet's back. That
And
one.
I don't think that's.
I want it that
That's a pretty
way.
good song.
Tell me why.
Only And then NSYNC has what? What's their big?
Bye, bye,
Oh
bye.
yeah,
bye,
NSYNC's
bye.
way better.
100%.
Yeah.
I was but see, this is the difference. It's like 2 to 3 years. Holly was a Backstreet Boys girl.
Oh, tight.
I was an NSYNC girl, and we're 3 years different.
Okay.
So there's like that little age, like 80s girls were Backstreet Boys, 90s girls were NSYNC.
Okay.
Kinda,
All right.
but they,
What about New Kids on the Block?
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block, coming in number 3.
Yeah.
So Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, New Kids on the Block, One Direction.
Right.
So far, I agree with that. I mean, NSYNC I would have said first, but that's fine. They're in the top 4. Then you start to lose me. I start to forget the other bands. I know I'm going to say this, but I don't know any of their music. 98 Degrees.
98 Degrees comes in at number 11.
I don't know any of their songs. I just know Nick Lachey was in that band.
Yeah.
Would you count the Jackson 5?
Jackson 5 coming in number 6.
Oh,
All right.
Behind the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
Jackson 5. I wouldn't have said boy band, but yeah.
Yeah.
And Tito played guitar.
Oh yeah, they were a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Osmonds?
Osmonds, no.
Okay, good.
Partridge Family.
No.
I honestly cannot think of any other boy band.
By the way, the Osmonds have a song that is like heavy metal, and I'm trying to think of what the song is. It's something about horses or something.
It's heavy metal?
Yeah, like Crazy Horse. Crazy Horses. Put in the Osmonds, Crazy Horses. And it's like early like 70s kind of heavy rock.
Oh, here it is.
Take a listen to this. This is the Osmonds. That's pretty good, right? I like it.
What about Hanson?
Hanson.
Oh.
Number 15. It was in number 15. Number 14. I don't know whether you know any of the music. You hear the name, you go, oh yeah, I remember that name. Big Time Rush.
Well, I only know them from Disney. They're on
Right.
the Disney Channel.
What about
Jonas-
O-Town?
O-Town, there was it was top 20. They were in there,
Oh,
but
yeah.
not in the top 15.
Jonas Brothers.
Jonas Brothers, Carmen, coming in number 8.
What about Take That?
Take That, coming in number 9. That is the British group with Robbie Williams. He was in there.
What about Savage Garden?
Savage Garden, not in the top 15. There is one in here that you are missing big time that was like Mike and I, when we were growing up, they were a huge boy band.
Color Me Bad?
No.
What was the boy band that Ricky Martin came from?
Menudo.
Menudo, not even in the top 15,
Oh,
which
really?
is crazy.
That's
Yeah, you would
racist.
think they should be in there for some reason, but they're not. So number 13 is New Edition.
Oh, yeah.
New Edition, right? Number 12, I don't know if you remember, I think they actually were at the station. I think they played in the performance studio, The Wanted.
No clue.
No?
The Wanted.
98 Degrees, number 11, BTS, number 10, Take That, number 9, number
This
8
is when you want
is
to hear The Wanted?
Jonas Brothers.
I know we've all seen the meme with Paulie from Sopranos. It's the boy band.
Oh, so good.
Hi, I'm Colin.
Yeah, that's great.
And together we are. Number 7 is Westlife. They were an Irish boy band.
Hello.
Number 6, Jackson 5. Number 5, no one's got yet.
How about 5 Seconds of Summer?
No.
I mean, how do you not make Jackson 5 number 5?
Well, yeah, they didn't.
That's a missed opportunity.
They didn't. Number 5, boy band.
American.
Number 5.
Newer or older?
Older. Still doing it. Still out there doing the stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, they don't, you wouldn't group them into normal boy band, but they are, that's what they started. They were. And they
Bone
are.
Thugs and Harmony.
No, Carmen, no. But you're along the right track.
Oh, Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Well, you know why they were boys.
Yeah.
And now they're men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2 men.
Right.
Number 4, One Direction we got. Number 3, New Kids on the Block. Number 2, NSYNC. And number 1, according to the people over at Ranker.com, greatest boy band of all time, Backstreet Boys.
That's a stupid list. Should be in sync.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, and I'm not saying this to be argumentative, One Direction, better songs. Not better bands, better songs.
Then in sync?
Then who?
Than Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Well, that's not fair.
It's not. It's true, though.
Because think of all the writers and all the technology they have now.
They had writers and technology then.
But
Bye,
not the
bye,
same.
bye.
You can make an AI song. You can, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I have.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, these boy bands do that all the time. They're like, make a song about sugar. And then you Harry Styles, watermelon sugar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think they make better songs. I like them, and they could actually sing really well. So
I
there you
mean,
go.
so can all the Backstreet Boys
No.
and NSYNC? All those guys can.
I don't
Yes,
know.
they can.
Out of all those boy bands, Justin Timberlake's the most successful on his own. Out of everybody, maybe not Michael Jackson, but
Harry Styles is up there.
Harry Styles, Justin Timberlake, I'll give you that, is the most successful, but also he's the one that ventured into more things than singing. He did acting and all that stuff, and that's why he married or dated a celebrity, and like he's in the public eye.
When Nick Carter came on the show, he was great.
Nick Carter was great. Joey Fatone's been great on the show. I met a lot of these guys, and they all are pretty decent guys. One of my drunkest, most embarrassing moments was with Lance Bass.
What happened?
I kissed him on the mouth, and he went only up. No, I was drunk and saw him in a bar, and this was when they first came out, and he was wearing a Guns N' Roses concert T-shirt. And I looked at the T-shirt, I looked at him, I go, "Are you even old enough to drink?" Yeah, and he was like, "Cool, thanks, old man." I was drunk. Yeah, like I wish we can get him on the show. So I mean, we've had him on the show. I wonder if I brought it up to him and apologized.
Yeah.
Lance has been on the show. Joey Fatone's been on the show. Nick Carter's been on the show. Aaron Carter's been in Ian Beckles' place.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. There you go.
Did you have what was the drunk one from Backstreet Boys? AJ?
No, AJ we did not have on. That was another one. Jamie Foxx was trying to get AJ to drink at that MTV Awards during the commercial breaks.
Oh, really?
That was when he was in rehab and all that. He's like, "Come on, just take one sip."
The pussy.
Yeah, pretty much. He was calling him out there. So, all right, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. If you want to get through, I'll take some phone calls. Here's something that I don't understand. Like, I wish I had a nerd friend to help me out with this. Like, Joe, I wish you would know this stuff.
All right. Call the cop from Sarasota. He's a big nerd. Stop being such a nerd.
No, a real nerd. Bro. A real nerd. Like, don't you wish you had, like, the weird computer nerd friend that had no...
And you said Joe.
No, because, Joe...
Yeah.
Like, I wish Joe was that guy, and he's not.
What about Chatty Daddy? He does all of his own computers.
He built his own computer.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. Listen to what I found. ChatGPT. Familiar with that?
Yes.
It is a open AI program where you can go and ask the internet to do anything for you. You want them to write a story for you. You want them to write a song for you, like Carmen was saying. You want to start a boy band, they can help you do that. They do everything in it. Do you know about the dark webs? ChatGPT?
No.
Right, because you know why? Because none of us are smart enough to get on the dark web.
I don't think I want to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Your friend probably brought his videotape.
I think that's where stuff goes down.
Yeah, you can get on the dark web. That's not hard.
How do you get on the dark web, Carmen?
I would just Google get on the dark web.
Exactly.
You don't know.
I could figure it out. I don't want to get put on a list.
What list?
I assume on the dark web,
The list that you're on.
like
with
you
your
can either buy hand grenades or find a 15-year-old boy to have sex with.
But that's the thing also, is Carmen saying Google, all of us would think that that's how you would do it. But I don't think you can get to the dark web from Google.
By the way,
You know what I mean?
when one of my white friends sees Carmen, go, "Oh, she's hot." I go, "She's on the dark web."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's on the dark web. The dark web. I don't know how to get there.
I would start with DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the.
Or Brave.
What's Brave?
Brave is a better one.
Okay.
DuckDuckGo has been compromised.
Oh no!
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no! So the dark web has a ChatGPT that has removed all restrictions. So you can ask it to teach you how to make meth, and it'll give you the Walter White way to make meth. Do it the right way. But wouldn't you like to be able to access that? Not to make meth, but just to ask you things that you can't get. Like, I try to talk to my my AI in the car all the time. And one got mad at me the other day. Not Siri, the other one.
Alexa.
Alexa. No. Who's the Google one?
Gemini.
Oh, no, I don't even know Gemini.
I call mine Google Gary.
Alexa got mad at me in the car. I was asking questions after a while. It's just like kind of at me. You know? Like, you ever ask your Siri, "Hey, Siri," and it goes, "Mm-hmm." Do you have that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this one got mad at me in the car because I was just asking it a bunch of questions. All right, Alexa, stop.
Yeah, I don't know how many times you can say Alexa.
I know. No, you said it, and it started again. Alexa, stop. So anyway, I hit the thing, and I said, Siri, play Justin Bieber on Spotify, and she goes, I think you meant Alexa, and she just changed. She fixed me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
She goes,
weird.
I think you have me confused with somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
They're starting to get jealous.
Yep.
So it's not.
You're like your grandmother calling every rock star Ringo.
Yeah. I just I would love to be able to have access to that, but I don't know how to get on the dark web. Gio, figure out how to get on the dark web.
So it says that you can't get to it through a browser. You have to have a certain software, and the software accesses the
Does
dark
it say
web.
anything about torrents?
Yeah, torrents is part of it. Yeah,
I read that this morning.
But it also says it's like flooded with viruses and malware, and so it's very
yeah. So if you're going to go on it, you got to know what you're doing so you can avoid all that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should stay away from it.
Yeah, we don't know.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Happy New Year, Mike. This Medicine Man.
Oh, Medicine Man. Happy New Year. You Medicine Man, you call me a lot over vacation.
Not too many times, like for that long stretch, but it still was enough.
Oh, yeah, but a lot of times you just leave me messages about your poops.
Oh man, I had some bad ones a couple of times.
Yeah, I know. You told me about it.
I saw Medicine Man at the pub crawl.
Oh, you were at the pub crawl. I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. The pub crawl was really epic that night. It was cold as hell outside.
I tell you, Medicine Man, you're really starting to look old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you, what are you, 82 now?
No. I'm 73.
Yeah, you're looking rough, buddy.
I don't look that bad for my age. Well, maybe we were so drunk we forgot what I look like.
No, I do. I remember. You look like an old Indian statue.
Oh, you mean like on this? Like I should be staying in front of a cigar store now?
Yes, that is what you should do.
Will Medicine Man make it
But
to
I
80?
don't have the kind of patience to stand in front of the store. You know, I'm more of a rocker. You know.
No, the general consensus is you will not see 80 years old. You'll be dead before 80.
Oh, Medicine Man's making it to 80.
No, remember
I'm
stomach
healthy.
cancer?
I don't even have man boobs. I'm fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, you
I'm not
ride
fat
his
in the
bike.
middle.
Yeah, but remember stomach cancer, Tom?
Yeah, I'm a man.
Yeah, and what happened to him?
Well, he had stage 4 cancer. He couldn't be cured, and it took over him. You know what happened?
Did he tell you that? Like, how did you find out he had stage 4 cancer? Did somebody else tell you, or did Tom tell you?
No, he did. Because he told me he told me all this stuff. He started at stage 2, and it deteriorated to 3, then went to 4. Then he drove all the way up to the Panhandle to his parents just before he died. And when he went home, I guess when they found him dead in the house, he was ready to light up his last dance with Mary Jane next to the toilet. He passed out on the floor in the bathroom in his house.
Before he was ready to light up his last dance with Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Tom didn't strike me as a guy who went to the doctors a lot.
Tom didn't strike me as a guy who could afford to buy pot.
But you need to take care of yourself. You need to check out, have early detection to save your life. No matter what, you need to check. Out.
And that's why we call him Medicine Man.
Yeah,
that's right.
And he does not have man boobs. He's right.
Well,
He's fit as a fiddle.
Not fat in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
He
Medicine
works
Man.
out.
Yeah.
He doesn't really smoke.
I know it's so cold out, man. If my nipples get so small, you can open up beer bottles with those things.
You had to ruin it. You were doing so good.
Yeah.
That's what ruined it.
No, not really. I'm just trying to get a little sense of humor,
All right, we'll see.
All right, I gotta go. See you later.
He had it locked and loaded.
Yeah.
He was dying to say something about his poop or his nipples. One of those things could not escape. All right, we got to take a break. If you want to get through on the phone lines, 800-771-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. I saw that this guy, the guy that committed the terrorist act in New Orleans, I don't know how you say his name. Anybody know how you say his name?
No.
Me either. This guy that drove the car into the people and planned on blowing some stuff up, they're tracking him and trying to figure out what his deal was and if he had any other people involved with him. What do you feel? Do you feel that he acted alone, or do you feel like he's acting with other people?
I think he acted alone.
Shamsuddin Jabbar. They have video of him riding through New Orleans with his Google glasses on, and he's videotaping and kind of casing the joint before he went there and did it. They're following his tracks, and they're leading back, and they saw that it leads through Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, and Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what he was doing here. I heard them say something weird on the TV yesterday. They said, we don't know what he was doing in Tampa. He could be coming here to visit family. He could have just been passing through, or, quote, he could have been going to the Busch Gardens.
The Busch Gardens.
That's not right. That's not the way you say it. It's Busch Gardens. It's Senning Show, not the Senning Show.
Yeah. Busch Gardens.
Guy on the news said they could be going to the Busch Gardens.
I go to the Busch Gardens.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that sounded at all.
No.
I go to the Busch Gardens.
Yeah.
Anyway, they don't know why this guy went to Tampa.
Did you see how they had explosives in the truck?
Yeah.
And he tried to set it off, but he had grabbed the wrong detonators, what the FBI is saying.
Well, they said he planned on having a shootout with the cops, and
Yeah.
because there was a shootout, then he was like, "Oh boy!"
But he's also going to blow up the truck right there on Bourbon Street.
And then I got to tell you, watching that Cybertruck blow up, if you're not right in the car, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it depends on how much
That's
explosive
true.
you have in
That's
there.
true.
But
That
and if
Cybertruck
you-
was very disappointing.
But it's also if you have ball bearings and nails and do all that stuff, that's bananas.
Didn't the Cybertruck have, it was fireworks, wasn't it? Like he had, it wasn't like explosive. It was
Right.
fireworks that he set off, then it exploded the truck.
Right, and
Yeah.
it just wasn't very.
Did you watch the videos of the truck driving through Bourbon Street?
I did.
I mean, it is going crazy fast.
It is incredibly sad and scary to think about. And why didn't they have those pylons up that stop the people from driving through?
Because they're working on it for the Super Bowl. The one that he went through, he knew was being
He scoped it out.
repaired. Yeah.
And there was a police officer actually in front of that road
Yeah.
that he drove around. Have you seen the video of him? He is literally just driving down one of the side streets, and he's just casually driving, nothing happening, and he goes through a light, and then he just fish hooks it
Yeah.
down the road. It's like wild.
Now, do we have to worry about the Super Bowl?
No, I don't think so. Because now the security is going to be off the charts.
Yeah, but security was going to be high anyway. They're already preparing for it now.
Yeah.
They're always, for the Super Bowl, they're always high security. But now, Super Bowl in New Orleans, after this happens, it's got to be, tenfold.
I think it's going to be one of the safest places in the country to be.
I don't know, dude. I get nervous. I don't want to be in the Super Bowl.
It's hard to stop crazy, though.
That is true.
You can do all kind of stuff. It's really hard to stop crazy. And so many times it's just like, if that would have happened in this, we could have, but we didn't,
Well, like Mike said, they have those barriers that go up to block off like Bourbon Street and stuff. 'Cause
Right.
there's, they hope they close down the streets. And he knew that one was not working.
I just thought of something disturbing. We're going to the Super Bowl to broadcast from Radio Row.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume. Do you know the dates?
Yes.
What are they?
I don't know off the top of my head. It's
Can you look it up real quick?
Yeah.
Because that factors in to what I'm about to say. In my opinion, Gio, Radio Row doesn't really kick off until Wednesday.
Right.
But I could be wrong.
So
are they planning the whole week?
I do know that the opening media night is Tuesday with like all
so
the players.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we want to be there Tuesday, but Wednesday is when they were broadcast live. Wednesday through Friday. Right?
Yes.
So my feeling is we do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, come back on Saturday.
Yeah, because we don't get into the game.
But here's the problem. What if it's the Bucks?
Oh, we stay in New Orleans.
We stay in New Orleans.
We come back.
I gotta go to the game if it's the Bucks. Spike asked me the other day. Spike said to me, "You've been to the Super Bowl, right?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Is it worth it?" And I said, "Well, was it worth the last one? Absolutely. The last one had Tom Brady, which is the greatest football player of all time, playing for my team in my hometown. And I got to go with my son, my best friend and his son, my brother and his sons. Like, we all got to have this great experience together. That was worth every penny that I spent.
I think so. Had I had the chance or the money to go, I would have definitely tried to go. The fact that it was here and like when Galvin, when he saw the Steelers, the fact that it was here,
that was fantastic.
And your team made it that year was, I mean, the odds of that happening are crazy.
And I had just gotten down here, and my father was going to be near. Because I said, I go, you know where the Super Bowl is here, Tampa. Wouldn't it be great if Steelers made it? And then the Steelers make it, and then Mike got me tickets, through a ticket broker or whatever. And we had James Harrison run back.
It's so hard to get to the Super Bowl, but to have everything aligned where your team is at the Super Bowl in your town,
and one of the most exciting Super Bowls. too, that was. And I remember you texted me because Santonio Holmes caught it in the back of the end zone, and it was like 3 guys around him, and he caught it and touched the toes and did this, but they weren't showing the replay in the stadium. And Mike texted me, and he said he was in both feet. He's in, touchdown. So I yelled that out. I go, he's in, touchdown. Whatever. Everyone around me started going crazy and stuff.
Was that they played the Cardinals?
Yeah, Cardinals. Kurt Warner. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kurt Warner. Yeah.
I was the conduit for Gio on Sunday when he was like, how many yards does Evans need? And I'm like, 65. Five.
They wouldn't show it in the stadium how many he needed for some reason. They were early on, but I'm like, we had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
And then the people are like, oh, he didn't get it. I'm like, no, they're saying he got it.
Is there a better feeling than whenever you bet on a game, and whether you're watching Red Zone or you're doing something or whatever it happens? And obviously, like we talked about before, the TV's delayed, so there's a 30 seconds a minute, whatever. Whenever you refresh your app and you see it go green, whenever you're like yards over 65 and it's like 72, and you're like, yo, that's so good.
I don't get that feeling very often.
I'm sure very familiar with that.
I'm sure it's great.
Did you see? I posted it last night. I had a 5-bet parlay last night. The one thing I was not worried about was the Spurs winning. The Spurs were up 16 points at one time, and I hit all these other things, whatever. And then they wound up losing.
Oh.
And I was like, that's the one thing that I wasn't even worried about. And it would have been $1,200.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl is on the 9th, February 9th.
Yeah.
So the week would be the 3rd through the 7th.
Right. So we would go there on the 4th after the show.
Yeah.
Broadcast 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then come home on the 8th.
If we go the 4th after the show, we're probably not getting there for whatever events are Tuesday.
Yeah, I think
because that's like a 9-hour
the
drive.
opening media night, I believe, is Tuesday. I think it's in the evening.
If we leave at 10 o'clock, we'll be there by 8 o'clock.
PM.
Yeah.
So you what do you
go.
Yeah.
That's what you know.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't know
players are there, and I don't know.
Yeah, no. What you want to be there for is that
Celebs.
the media where they go and they do it in the stadium. Like where is that what you're talking about?
I believe
the players?
so. Yeah.
Is that early in the week?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
because the players are getting ready for the game.
Yeah, that's true.
They get it out of the way quick.
I mean, again, honestly, unless it's the Buccaneers, I don't really care about talking to the players. I'm not there for I'm there for the other celebrities, not for the for the football players. I don't know.
That is usually kind of a spectacle, though, in itself.
Yeah, because you get every idiot out there
asking weird questions.
There's always some kid out there trying to
make Tom Brady cry.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. We need to hammer all the details down and get this all taken care of because we're going.
Who's all going?
Now you said Carmen does not want to go.
Oh, I said I didn't think she'd want to go.
We have to lock it in like today.
Carmen, are you going?
I would like to go.
So it'd be me, Carmen, Galvin, Gio, Pap, and Mike Olivero.
We do have 6 credentials.
Now, Pap.
Yes.
Are you going to be able to video live like we do here?
That's the plan.
No, that doesn't sound very confident.
Ask me if I'm going to be funny.
Galvin, are you going to be
hilarious?
Okay, so
all right. Ask me again,
I'll
Michael.
be Super Bowl funny.
Ask me again, Michael.
Will we be broadcast ready for YouTube?
Hilarious.
No.
That was close.
All right. Yeah, of course. Well, just like we did it at the Mahaffey. We did the podcast, same thing, no problem.
Yeah, but that was one camera. We need to have multiple cameras.
Well, I don't have any of that camera gear available.
What do we need?
We need one camera. I have one camera.
No,
I have
but
this.
can't we take the switcher and these cameras with us?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but that's going to require a lot. I mean, it's going to require a lot more setup. But yeah, I think we probably
we don't want a lot of
But if
setup.
we get there on Tuesday, we got all night Tuesday before Wednesday.
Yeah.
Listen, we don't want to travel across the country and then have to set stuff up.
Yeah.
We don't want to do that. Yeah. No, I think we could probably do
Am
it.
I
Michael.
ever to bring my headphones? I'm out.
Yeah. I don't want to have to set up when I get there. I'd
Joe,
like to
I
just-
need you to be like, yeah, we'll have full operation just like we have here on the show.
Okay. Well, that's full operation. just
You're
like
out.
we have
You're
here
out.
at the show.
You're out.
I mean,
Who can we bring in Joe's place?
Miller.
I'll figure it out.
Oh, dude. The video stuff that Miller shot was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I've never seen video of that.
Oh, yeah, the drinking with Pap Pap?
Yeah.
okay.
Painting with Pep.
Panting.
Is there another one?
Not yet. There will be.
He has to set stuff up, Carmen.
Joe, what is the big obstacle?
No,
Joe
I mean, listen,
is the big obstacle. Joe is the big obstacle. You're back, baby.
What is the big obstacle, Joe?
The big obstacle
Like
is
the way
I
I
have
see-
to
let me
tear
ask-
everything apart
let me
here,
ask what- yeah,
reset everything
okay.
up, and yeah, I mean,
So look,
you know,
we
so
take-
I'm going to need a lot of time.
We take that board.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not going to be like, okay, we walk in, 20 minutes later, I'm set up. It's
No,
gonna
you'll
take
have the
me-
whole day.
I'll need a whole day.
We'll get there at Tuesday.
Okay.
And so we get there Tuesday night. We'll go
Yeah.
straight over there,
Yeah.
unload the equipment,
Yeah.
and you and Olivero set it all up,
Yeah.
and then the next morning we broadcast.
Okay. No problem.
No.
I don't know anything about video. I'm putting that up front. I'm letting you know that.
You don't know about it.
I'm reading from Joe's resume.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
I got to imagine 3 cameras.
Yes.
One on Mike.
Yeah.
One on guest.
Yeah.
One on the rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's a screen that has 3 boxes.
Yeah.
And we
What
just
screen?
make
What-
that go live.
What screen?
You want me to Google it real quick?
switch-
And
you
No,
got-
I mean, I'm just
No,
saying
no,
we
I
don't
don't
have
even-
that gear here, so
Gear.
we're going to
You-
need
the
it.
gear-
Your gear.
Can we bring that switcher?
We can. We can bring this switcher, and we can bring this camera.
You don't
that
even need
Or if
camera.
you're looking on YouTube right now, there's a box with Galvin in it and a box with me in it.
Yeah. Okay. That's
So
yes, and-
So 2 cameras.
Well,
Three.
need
We want 3
three.
cameras.
Okay,
I want
so you could add another one to this.
Yeah.
I want an overhead camera that gets everything. I want a camera on me and a camera on the guest. Is that
Okay.
possible?
Yes.
I got 1 camera, 2 camera, and we could bring one of these little crap cameras.
No. We'll bring it. We're
All
going to
right.
bring that. We're going to bring the big one that plugs in with XLRs.
Oh no! All right, so we'll bring that.
Because otherwise, we're going to get crappy audio.
All right,
We don't
so
want
we're-
crappy
no,
audio.
we don't want crappy audio,
Okay.
Joe. I like the way you're thinking
All
ahead.
right. Yeah.
I mean, I just Googled plug 3 cameras into one stream, and it
Okay.
says an easy way to
Well, then
live
you
stream
do it.
a podcast with
If
3
it's just-
cameras
yeah, well,
wirelessly.
let's
Listen,
just Google
Joe,
it
if
when we
I
get
do
it
it, then
there.
you're done.
Okay.
I don't understand how hard it is
Okay.
for a guy
It
that's
has to be
supposedly
planned
done
out.
video for
So plan it out
his
now.
entire life.
That's what I'm doing live on the air. What do you want from me? We got 3 cameras. We'll do it.
You didn't seem so positive
No.
when
Well,
I
because
brought it
this
up.
is the first time we're actually talking about it.
Well, what did you think you were going to do there?
I thought we were going to do it the same way we do the live thing when we have the food drive, or when we went down to the Mahaffey and did the podcast.
the food drive was so bad we didn't even put the replay up.
Yeah, I know. I get
Well, then
that.
why would we want to do that again?
We didn't. We did it. We did it the same way at the Mahaffey. It was much better. It was 1 camera, but now we want to do 3. Okay,
Yes.
we'll do 3.
All right. See,
All
it's
right.
easy as that.
There you go.
Raise your hand if you feel confident.
Oh, man.
Okay. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
When you say let's do it, and I say yeah, no problem, and then I don't know what you want, then we get there. I have 1 camera. You're going to be upset.
Right.
So we're going to need lights. We're going to need cameras.
Yeah,
we're going to
yeah,
have
yeah.
to tear everything down in here
Yes.
and reset it back up in there. I'm going to need a full day to do that.
A full day?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, I want
You
a
can
full
set up
day
a
to do
live
it.
web stream with multiple cameras in an hour and a half.
I would,
Right,
I would
using
agree
a
with that.
laptop.
Then you do it.
I'll do it.
Okay, good.
Okay.
He's not the
Yeah.
video guy,
No,
though.
but he
Well,
will-
no. Okay,
Joe
but if you
stays
think you can do
behind,
it,
and I'll do it.
fine. I'm okay with that.
That's a gamble, Joe.
All these streamers, these kids, they do it
Yeah,
out of their
It's not a
bedrooms.
gamble. I'm literally looking on this YouTube video, and it looks like
My-
the
Yeah,
easiest
and they have
thing
gear
in the world.
designed specifically for
nephew-
that. This is studio gear that we're using.
But that's what I'm saying is that I'm sure that we could work something out where we could get.
That's what I'm
these-
saying. We're going to work something
No,
out.
no, no,
we're
no,
not
no.
buying.
No,
we're not
no, no.
buying. You
Buy-
look on Google.
saying
there's
buying
a 3-camera setup remote. Sure, you could buy that package. It'll cost you $1,800, $2,500, $3,000 maybe. But we're going to take what we have, tear it apart, reset it back up there in a
No,
different
you-
environment.
you
This
could-
is remote. This is
you
remote
could-
broadcasting, not studio broadcasting. So I'm going to need time to figure that out.
You can load. There's
Okay,
a program.
when you guys say, "Oh, it's so simple," It ain't
Hold on,
simple.
Gio. What do you know, Gio?
There's a streaming program called OBS. You can load onto your laptop, and you can do it as long as you have a good internet connection.
Okay.
Yep.
I just sent it to you. This guy.
Okay.
This is so easy.
Like, you couldn't do it 15 years ago, but in 2025 you can do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like every
I'm not saying I
10-year-old
can't
can do it.
Yeah.
Every 10-year-old can do
They're
it.
all-
Then why am I going?
They're all streaming.
I
don't
shouldn't
know.
be going.
I don't
if
know.
A
That's
10-year-old
why
don't know.
we're all asking.
Yeah.
My nephew does it from
I'm
his
asking
bedroom.
too.
Hold on.
I'm asking the same thing.
A real video guy, Ryan McGibney, said there's an AI switcher for post-editing called Autopod. It will automatically cut to the speaker speaking for the podcast.
There you go.
Just record the feed and load it into the software.
You guys don't need me.
You should not advertise that.
Yeah. By the way, John Brennan showed me that a long time ago.
Yeah.
They use that in Atlanta, and it looks like the greatest
There's
thing in the
I'm
world.
pretty sure Robert
Okay.
Kelly was using that like 10 years ago.
There's all kinds of software that you can just do it. All these
All
podcasters
kinds.
and all these kids do it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Do you have the internet?
Yep.
Like
I do. I got the internet.
everybody's doing it now.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Okay.
Big Dick said for $300 you could buy a switcher,
Right.
and he wouldn't bring this one because of the settings,
Okay.
and that we would buy the new switcher
Yep.
and bring the cams
Yep.
and the big one on the tripod,
Yes.
and we'll be good.
That's
I'm-
exactly that's
That
exactly
is
what I
you said,
proposed.
Joe. That
I'm
is what
telling
said.
you, there's software where you don't even need
I don't want to have
switchers.
to tear this thing apart and then have to, it's
That's
gonna
what Gio's saying, that
there's-
you don't have to
yeah.
tear that apart. There's a software that you could add to a laptop that you don't even need a switcher, that you can
No.
do it all from a laptop.
Okay.
We're
Where's
gonna have a
that
meeting. We have
laptop?
to have a meeting after the show. I think.
Okay.
We'll go over what we need.
Let's
what we
get
don't
that
need.
laptop, and I'll show up with a laptop and 3 cameras.
There's 6 laptops in this room.
Yeah, you can take this laptop right now.
Okay.
Yeah, for real.
All right.
Like we definitely have a laptop. We can take this one right here.
Okay.
All right, laptop taken care of.
But you're gonna have to unplug that. You're gonna have to close the screen.
Oh,
you're gonna have to put it in
man.
the bag.
You gotta
I don't
carry
have a
it.
bag. I don't have a bag
Yeah.
for it.
Okay.
Is there a cord for it? You're gonna have to unplug it.
Oh,
I don't want
yeah.
to carry a laptop.
Yeah.
No.
Can I tell you what I think the problem is?
Yes.
Joe is not feeling confident enough, and he's
No, I'm
getting
tired
nervous.
of getting yelled at.
You're getting nervous.
No, I'm not getting nervous.
Little
I'm
bit.
tired of getting yelled at.
Well,
Getting yelled at for what,
Because
though?
it sounds like, oh, it's so simple. Then the
'Cause
minute
it
it takes
is.
me more than an hour, what the hell? I was at the Mojave for 4 hours before we started because I had to make sure audio was right. There was a problem with audio. If there's even one problem, even one,
yes,
I failed.
yes.
So I need time to go through all those things.
I think
Get a
you're
10-year-old to do it.
You're overcomplicating
We
it.
should.
Right.
You should.
Yeah.
If you have a 10-year-old out there who's looking to be video,
Come on.
Oh, easy.
Like the tech, I feel like the technology is long caught up from just being able to set stuff up.
All right.
Past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we should be
Then-
able. I'm sure, like we could literally put a because I'm sure we're all taking laptops, right? That's what we're all talking about.
Yeah.
If we all had a webcam on our laptop that sits right in front of us,
It's gonna look
definitely
great.
don't want that.
That's gonna look
I
great.
get you. I get you.
but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
it's so simple. It's gonna look fantastic.
Oh, let's not have a bad attitude
no,
about
I'm not
it.
having a bad attitude, but if you guys think it's that easy, I don't want to go.
All right.
I'd rather not go.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna miss you in New Orleans.
Me too. I like New Orleans, but I like staying home too.
Okay.
That's
Joe-
the same reason why he doesn't want a video on the cruise. He said.
No, I don't want to
I
be
don't
on
need
the
a
cruise.
I don't need a cruise. What, I have to video
don't
to
need
go
a
on the
cruise.
So you
cruise?
don't want to work, is what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying. I want to get paid to work.
We are getting paid.
Yes,
we'll be
I'm
there for
getting
work.
paid here. No problem. And I would gladly go to New Orleans and do it. But if it's going to be,
The
it's so
confidence
simple.
level is
You're
very
an
low.
idiot if you don't get it done in 5 seconds. Then fine, I don't want to do it.
No one
Get
said
somebody
5
else to do it.
seconds.
Well, in his
No,
defense,
it's
this
so
is the first
simple.
time we've ever done anything live.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's fine. Get a 10-year-old.
Let's stop saying that.
I just got a text that says, "Where does my granddaughter apply for the job?"
Get her in here now.
That was from Moose.
No underage girls here. Thank you. Oh, I bet Moose could do it.
All right.
Should we take Moose?
Yeah.
Joe, you're not. You're giving in.
Yeah. No, I know I'm giving in.
This is what I need. Can I tell you what I need?
What?
I need to go, Joe.
Video guy.
Okay. Get a 10-year-old.
I need to go, Joe. We're gonna broadcast live from the Super Bowl. Can you handle that? And
Yeah.
you go, oh yeah, we'll be fine.
Yes, I can do it.
But
How
not
you
with the
want it done?
one camera.
But not with the one camera.
Yeah, like we did
Okay.
the one camera shoot with that same camera when the Super Bowl was here when the Steelers
Michael,
played.
That does not matter. That camera was being used for the specific purposes of being able to take a full-size XLR input left and right.
I understand that.
We
now.
have to have good audio.
I understand that.
Okay, I can't put an XLR into this tiny camera.
Right.
You
I
don't,
understand
and this
that.
is a brand new camera. A
You don't
10-year-old
think
uses this
with
one.
that brand new camera that there aren't things that you can plug XLRs into?
Sure. Go get them. Where are they?
All you have to do
Look
is
at
like
the
make
audio.
a.
Look at the audio out of that.
No.
And I guarantee that there's a thing that you can plug into and it'll change it to XLR.
The audio that is coming out of that doesn't. That means you can't monitor audio coming out. You have to be able to monitor it as well. So this is why you need more gear than just what everybody here is imagining in their head.
I don't think you need that gear
so
anymore.
simple.
No.
You don't think you need the gear?
No.
Okay.
You can do it with a lot less stuff, I think.
Yeah, I think you're Evel Knievel jumping, the
Snake
fountain.
River?
You're jumping the fountain on a 1979 Harley Davidson,
Right? As
Instead of
opposed to
using
doing
a brand new.
I'm telling you, I did not want to take this. I didn't want. I just talked with Big Dick about this. I don't want to take this board. I would rather take something much simpler, and that would probably simplify the process.
I'm telling you.
Can I point this out?
I'm telling you that exists.
Here's something I do know. I do know because I do not know video. It seems like 10-year-olds can do it. I'm not going to say that all of them can, but it seems like they all do. I do know about playing
with one
out,
camera.
playing out and playing live music.
Right.
I remember back in the day where the guy was at the board and he was doing the stuff, and he would go, I can't hear you, and he'd have to talk to the microphone and everything. But now they stand on stage with an iPad and they go boop beep boop, and it's perfect.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
We don't
Because
have an iPad.
technology
has advanced.
Right.
Yes.
But what we're saying, Joe, is why don't you make a list of that advanced technology that you could use? Tell Mike, and Mike would buy that for you.
That's what I discussed with Big Dick, how we can do it in a much easier way, but we don't have that gear yet.
Okay.
So we're going to have
So we
to have
can get that gear.
conversation.
We
Yeah.
can get that gear,
We can
and
get
we
that
can
gear.
broadcast live.
Yes.
There you go.
But you asked me if we could do it right now.
Right.
That would be difficult without that gear.
All right. What is What is the main thing that we need?
We need that 3-channel switcher.
Done.
We have 3
Buying it
cameras.
today.
You
I
need
have
what I just
camera
sent you.
mounts,
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
and we'll need a switcher. It can be a laptop-based switcher. It doesn't matter to me.
I don't even think you need
care.
I don't even think you need a switcher.
No.
Like they make software programs that
Right.
do it internally without a physical old switcher.
Like you can use like an iPad.
Yeah, I've done it at my house.
Okay,
All right.
great.
We'll definitely need to have a production meeting.
Corey
before the
Cardinal
show.
says if you come by the station, he'll teach you how to do it.
Okay.
Corey
He's-
Cardinal.
He's trying to help. What do
All right.
you dismiss that for?
I'm not dismissing.
You just went okay.
Okay.
Like people try to help you and you just like dismiss it. He literally says, "Tell Joe to give me. We'll make sure he has what he needs."
Okay.
And your response was, "Okay."
That's not what you said.
What do you mean? That's what I said.
You said
You
Corey
just now
Cardinal
said
said,
that.
"Come by the station."
I'm gonna show you how to
teach
do it.
me how to do it. You said it'd teach me how to do it.
Is that not the same?
No.
Do you know how to do it?
No.
Do you need to be taught? So what are you talking about? Like people try to help you and you dismiss them.
Old school.
Like everybody wants the same thing here is for us to go there and have
Yeah.
stuff to upload for content and video and audio.
That's right.
Everybody's trying to do the same thing and you just dismiss people when they're trying to help out.
That's not true. I'm not dismissing anybody.
So what is okay? What does that mean?
I'm still reacting to the 10-year-old can do it. You think it's
Oh,
that
you
simple?
made a man. You made a man
You
with
made
that
me-
10-year-old
you
thing.
pissed me off, bro.
I do think it's that simple.
Okay, good.
I
Then
think
you
you're-
do it.
I said I would do it.
Okay, good. Then I don't have to go.
People are trying to help you and you just dismiss
That's not
everything,
helping
dude.
me.
That's the thing.
But
No,
what
it's
Mike,
not.
What Mike is saying is he's trying to help you by not showing your hand. You're showing your hand that somebody else could do it, and then they don't
Then
need
do
you.
it.
Okay, question, Joe. Would you be willing to gamble that Gio can do it and not go?
Yes.
You would think, but here's the thing:
Yeah.
if you stay home,
Yeah.
that means you're convinced Gio won't be able to do it.
No, I think he might be able to do it, but he probably will learn how difficult it might be, or maybe how easy it is.
How
Either
much
way is
money
fine.
can I put on Gio being able to do it?
Either way is fine. With me.
I don't understand why you're like fighting the process.
Here's the thing. I know that if Joe said, "Michael, I am sick or I don't want to go and I can't go to the thing," I would figure out how to do it. It would require a lot of asking and help from other people, but I would figure out how to get it done. So yes, I believe Gio will be able to do it.
Okay.
I still think Joe won't be able to do it. I don't know why.
I believe Joe would be able to do it if he would let people help him and have an open mind and not try to fight the process upstream.
I'm not trying to fight the process.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You just got pissed. Corey said he's trying to help you, and you're like, whatever.
I'm not mad at Corey.
Who are you mad at?
You.
For what?
You said a 10-year-old could do it.
Oh, jeez.
No, but you said Corey's going to teach you how.
Yeah.
That's what made him mad.
Okay.
But that's literally what he would be doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how is that wrong?
It's not. He just
If you
got
don't,
his feelings hurt.
if you don't know something and somebody is showing you how
First,
to
you
do
said
it,
a 10-year-old's going to show him how to do it. Then you said a guy from Scooby-Doo is going to show him how to do it.
are kids not streaming online from their bedrooms?
They
Is that
are.
not true?
They are. And
Are they
switching.
going to the Super Bowl and streaming 3 cameras?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Then get one of them.
I'm saying it's been simplified. It can be done.
All right. So then
again, you're literally fighting the process.
I'm not
Gio,
fighting the
are you
process.
willing to take the responsibility?
100%.
So then Joe is out for Super Bowl.
Okay.
So take the week off, I guess.
Yes.
All right. Then that's the
Like
gamble
that's
we will
such
take.
that's such a horrible attitude to have.
That's not a bad attitude.
A little bit,
just
Joe. A
not
little
to
bit.
just say whatever. I'd rather not go with the show and take the week off on a huge event. That's a horrible attitude.
You're the
dude.
video guy. We need video, and you're saying just let someone else do it.
No. I'm not saying
Yes.
let somebody else do it.
Yeah.
However, you're saying a 10-year-old can do it, then you don't need me. If you want me to go and help you and figure it out, then I will go and do that.
Everybody's trying to help you.
Everyone, because yes, everyone is helping me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You started out saying you didn't know how to do it.
Oh man,
I'm telling
this
you,
is gonna be a disaster.
Dude, do you realize what we're all trying to do here?
Yes, I am very aware of what we're trying to do
And
here.
so why are you fighting everybody?
Do you know how many times I've had stuff with my computer and I text Cernak and he gets on the phone with me and he does stuff
from
whatever,
from his computer?
and I've never got mad at him for
No.
fixing what I can't figure out.
I want Joe to go. I want Joe to be able to do this. I want Joe to be there. He thinks it's everybody's attacking him. It's against him. No, we're all trying to do the best job possible for the show.
All right. Well, I'll
And you're
try to
fighting
I'll try
people
to
at every
up my
turn.
game to that of a 10-year-old, and I will be
Get
there.
over it. Get over
my
it.
God, you made butt hurt now. You made a butt hurt. Your butt hurted him.
Get over it, dude.
Okay, I'll get
Have
over
some
it.
balls and get over it.
I'll get over it.
Everybody's trying to help for the
Thank
same
you.
cause, dude.
I appreciate
And you're
it.
you're just fighting everybody at every turn.
I'm not fighting anybody.
Instead of acting like a 10-year-old right now, you should act like a 10-year-old when you do the video stuff.
Right.
All right. I'll take that advice.
Carmen, is Dom here?
Yes, he is.
All right, we got to take a break because Dom is here to take your legal calls. If you want to get through, get on the phone lines now, 800-771-1025. I'll
I'm
take
not
a quick
going.
break. You have to
I'm
go.
not- no, I'm not going
You have
now.
to go. Can
I
I
don't
tell
wanna
you?
go.
I have a lot of money on
No,
you,
no,
bro.
I don't want to go.
Can I tell you I'm so glad that Carmen wants to go? I didn't think Carmen would want to go. I don't know why. I thought she'd just go.
Yeah,
"No."
we're past this. You suck.
I'm not.
You stink.
Well, Carmen can room with Joe. I'm not going.
All right.
Oh, listen, I can figure out the video. Gio and Joe don't have to go.
You know what? I'm not going.
Yeah.
This is a horrible idea.
Yeah.
I agree with Joe. I'm staying here.
We're gonna be talking. We're gonna have one of the biggest celebrities, The Rock's, gonna show up, and it's just gonna be video of Carmen shaving her face.
No.
I'm out. I am 100% out.
Oh, we'll take a quick break. Ask the Dom is in the studio next on 102.5 The Bone. Our friend Dominic Ferriello is here in the studio with us. Ask the Dom if you want to get through with some legal calls. Get on the phone lines right now. 800-771-1025. They are wide open. 800-771-1025. And Dom, what do we call you now?
Well, Happy New Year, Mike. Well, technically, you can call me Sir Dom, or Sir Ask the Dom, or Sir Dominic Octavius Ferriello, if you want to.
Dom has been knighted by the crew of Santiago.
Yes.
I saw you in your fancy outfit with your sword.
It was a fantastic event. It was the coronation ball, so we get a new king and queen, the first of the year, and that's the king and queen that run through the parade season for the kind of start the Gasparilla for us. But yeah, it was very exciting, and I've been in the crew about 8 or 9 years. And
what do you do in the crew?
Well, they do a lot of charity work. I mean, every year they come on the show around February, just before we do the night parade. So the night parade is actually our parade, the one through Ybor.
Yes,
And
I enjoy that parade.
It's fantastic. But
I've been in it several times. I like it.
It's wonderful. But a lot of folks think it's night because it's in the evening. They don't realize it's night as in the crew of Knights of Santiago.
Right.
But we do a lot for we have the Education Foundation. We give a lot of scholarships out to a lot of different schools here locally for students. There's a lot of charity work. The Nights with a Heart, we go to hospitals and visit kids in the VA. So it's not when a lot of people think, oh, it's a Gasparilla crew and you're just doing the parades and partying. That's part of it.
Right.
But it's very family oriented. There's a debutante ball in the summer where Gabby's been an attendant. When she gets older, she could be a debutante. It's rich in tradition, and they do a lot of wonderful charity work. So there's a lot of different things that goes in it. It's just not about just the parade season per se. It's all year long. We're in meetings all the time.
My neighbor is in one of them. I don't know if it's the same one.
There's a lot, though. I mean,
Yeah.
This is I think we're one of the biggest, and I think we're the second or third oldest, because that coronation ball was the 52nd. But it was exciting.
How do you get in? Like I'm in a fraternity. Did you have to go through fraternity? Did you get hazed? Like how do you get in there?
You and I have talked about this before. Because
I don't pay attention.
I asked. I said, "Why don't you join?" This was years ago.
Yeah.
And I said, "Mike, why don't you join the crew?" And all it is you just you have someone in the crew that sponsors. Say, "Hey, I think Mike's great," and invite you to a new member social. You meet a couple of the guys. You come in, you say hello, they vote on you, and then you're basically in. I mean, the crew personally would love to have you. We've mentioned this before, and your response.
I feel like I need to be in a more exclusive crew. Like
But
you
you're-
can't just walk in and be like, "I'm in the crew now." I want to be like.
Well, they have vote on you.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta. Yeah, there's a process, but it's not like you're applying to the FBI or anything. But your response was you had a lot of stuff going on because
I do. I'm very
you are busy. It wasn't like you didn't want to do it. It's just, well, Dom, I'm just a lot of stuff. It's okay, and I didn't want to pressure or push you or anything. But no, we have talked about it. and
I bet that Titus isn't a cool crew.
Damn it! I bet you Titus is in the crew.
Like a really cool one though, not like Dom's.
Yeah.
It's a new year, same crap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. If you want to get on the phone line and talk to Dom, Sir Dominic Ferriello, 800-771-1025. Let's go to Chris. Chris, good morning. You're on with Ask Dom. What do you got, Chris?
So the question I've got, I got divorced back in 2020, and my ex-wife moved out of state to Alaska. There's already a court order in place for her to pay, and through the state of Alaska, but she has never paid 1 cent. Is now over $40,000 in arrearages, and the state of Florida is not doing anything. I don't know what the next step to do is.
So the jurisdiction of the divorce is the state of Alaska?
State of Florida.
All right, so the divorce was in Florida almost 5 years ago, before 2020, and she's in arrears, but she's left the state. She now lives, in Alaska, but the jurisdiction is Florida. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. And Florida has already been communicating with the Child Support Enforcement Alaska, but nothing's been done.
Well, a motion needs to be filed basically in order to show cause because she is in violation of the divorce decree, which is a court order. So that has to be filed here in the state of Florida because that's your basis of jurisdiction. Now, once you have that, now she'll be noticed for a hearing. Hey, you need to order to show cause. You got to show and give us cause as to why you're in breach of a court order. Really, any court order. In this particular scenario, you're calling with regard to a divorce decree. Well, that's a particular court order in play. And then she has to come and explain, whatever her excuse is, and then the court will make a determination. All right, is there going to be a modification? Is there going to be, she can be held in contempt? Because when I used to do family law regularly, and I've retired from family law because now I hand everything over to Jason Valkenberg, who does all that stuff for the show. But when I did it over 10 years, 15 years ago now, there was a time where I can actually get folks held in civil contempt and be incarcerated because they breached the court order. And I've actually done that in the context of a family law case. So do you have a family law attorney presently?
Yes, I do.
All right. So you just tell them that you talked to me this morning. Hey, I called Dom on Mike's show. I need to file the order to show cause for breach of the divorce decree, that she's behind on child support, and then those folks should take it from there. They'll know the documents to file.
Okay. All right. I appreciate all your help. That's been a wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much.
Happy to help you. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You guys have a great day.
Dude, Dom. I mean, what a perfect example. The guy's got her in Alaska. Push her into a bear den or something. Been the easiest way to get rid of her.
Yeah. What is it? You say to Amanda, let's just go for a walk or a hike. A hike.
Yeah.
That's the hike.
Although I've come after watching a bunch of CSI in 48 hours and stuff, I realized nobody's going to believe I suggested a hike. So that's probably not a good idea.
Whenever I see Amanda, I always say, hey, I tell her, I said, remember, you call me if you ever go hiking with your husband. And she goes, yeah, I got you.
If they were I would be like, hey, I'm going to go visit her in Alaska and we'll work this deal through. And then I would just go finish her in Alaska.
Yeah, they'd never figure that out.
Alaska. Have you been there? It's so big.
I'm actually scheduled to do our summer vacation this year in Alaska. I was just talking with Carmen before the show started. We did Hawaii 2 seasons in a row, and this summer the family's going to Alaska, and I'm going to go through Diane with Accent on Travel. She's going to help us out, who's fantastic, as you know. But I'm looking for. I've never been there. It's on the bucket list, and that's this summer.
You got to go. You got to, until you see a glacier in real life, you don't realize how beautiful it is. You see a bunch of pictures and you see, and you're like, wow, majestic.
Well, and the kids have never been there. And I told my wife, I want the kids to experience as much of the country as possible. And as they get a little older, then I can venture across the pond, when I have a little bit more patience. Right now, they're still wild and crazy. Do the frontier. Let them be wild and crazy on the frontier lands.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. That is all the traveling that we did with my kids. My daughter probably doesn't remember half of it because she was so young when we did it. She probably she barely remembers Japan.
Right, and that's another thing is they've been a lot of places there, but to remember, they'll see the pictures or the photos or whatnot. But this was the first Christmas that we actually stayed home. I actually worked a lot at the office this year, catching up on calls and emails. Clients wanted to come in for settlement, so I was writing checks left and right, which was nice because 8 years in a row, Mike, I've been traveling for the holiday.
Yeah.
It was really nice to kind of lay low, relax a little bit. And if I got a second, I don't know if we have any other calls, but I've got some exciting news regarding my show. If I can tell you, I told Gio yesterday. Did Gio tell you what the exciting news?
Tell me nothing.
Dizzy's on your show now?
No, he don't.
It's just called Dom Show now.
It's a Dom Show. Yeah, it's just everybody else is gone. I'm running everything now. No, the station was kind enough to give me a third hour.
Oh, wow.
And they're moving me up to the 7 o'clock hour. So what I'll do is on Wednesday, I will come in. I'll do a slight crossover with Drew and with a cat named Mo at the tail end of their show. And then at 7 to 10 is the Acid Dom show for 3 hours every Wednesday. So that's the breaking news.
They basically gave you an extra hour but could not find an hour for Spike anywhere.
Well, Spike's on my show.
Oh!
As far as I know, I still have Kelly. And I still have Spike.
That blows my mind that Kelly still works here.
But nobody has told me anything different as far as the cast and crew.
Right.
They just said, "Hey, Dom, can you do a third hour?" I'm like, "Absolutely." And they say, "Can you do a third hour earlier?" I said, "Absolutely, absolutely." And that's what was discussed over the holiday. And I wanted to break that news on your show.
Well, good. Congratulations, you earned it, Dom. I appreciate it. Let me grab one more phone call before we get out of here. This is Lance. Lance, good morning. You're on Acid Dom. What do you got, Lance?
Oh, good morning, guys. So I have a question. I know it's kind of a big deal to provide, alcohol to a minor and whatnot. What about just marijuana?
What are you trying to do? You trying to go down to high school today?
No, man. So let's just say I have a friend that has a stepson that provided marijuana to his 14-year-old son. So they're half brothers. It's a 25-year-old and a 14-year-old. And they're just not so happy about it. I mean, are there any steps you can take as far as that goes? How do you press charges on something like that?
Well, anytime that there's a crime, and obviously, doing that is, there's a couple different potential legal issues involved. There are different statutes. That contact needs to be reported to law enforcement.
Cool.
Whether it's a delinquency of a minor or child abuse, depending on the dynamics and circumstances as to what happens, or if that individual causes an injury or if something happens because there's an intoxicant of any kind.
Now you got to open the door in the middle of a phone call.
They're getting to work.
No, I'm sorry.
They're running to work. So law enforcement, you call and that there's a report there. And then from there, law enforcement do an investigation. Department of Child Protective Services would come in. because of minors involved. So you're going to have that, or DCF. So you have different.
Well, real quick,
organizations.
did you get the weed for the kid, or somebody else gave it to the kid?
No, man. I'm 45 years old. I don't play with that. A 25-year-old provided it for a 14-year-old.
All right, so it's weed. It's not going to kill him. It's like you got a
Yeah.
beer. It's let the kid go. Mind your own goddamn
Don't
business.
call the cops on the guy.
You
Just
narc.
don't let him hang out with them.
You narc.
Go hang out with him.
Leave him alone.
That's amazing advice.
I mean, I'm not legal. Dom's giving me legal advice.
I mean, I've already given him the advice.
Right.
You
I'm
guys
just
can
calling
tell
him a
whatever you want to tell him.
Right.
I said if he wants to report the conduct to law enforcement, you can report
Be a
that to law
narc. Be a
enforcement.
narc.
All right, mate.
Good luck, buddy.
And I always go to Galvin. Galvin, what's the disclaimer? And he doesn't say anything.
Listen, it's weed. Be happy that they're smoking weed and not drinking alcohol, if that's the case.
And even if it's alcohol, do you really rat on someone, or you just make sure they don't hang out with that person?
I was
or
going to say, Carmen, I'm going to be honest. If my son was 14 and some 25-year-old was giving him drugs, I'd probably step in and be like, I wouldn't call the cops, but I'd be like,
that's what I'm saying. You don't call the cops because that's going to
But
ruin
this
that
guy's trying to do the right thing. He doesn't want to go get involved and be beating people up and stuff.
douche.
Yeah, but you don't know what the full circumstance is. I mean, if they're giving intoxicants to the minor, are they taking advantage of the minor?
Right.
Is the minor driving or doing something inappropriate? That's now under the influence of whatever the intoxicant is. I mean, even marijuana does affect your normal faculties.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, well, it affects it in different ways. Yes, but you're still impaired. It's a different type of impairment, But be it as it may.
Joe gets impaired after every third commercial break.
That's true.
Goes in the garage and impairs himself for about 5 minutes. Dom, thank you. If you didn't get through today, you can always go to AskTheDom.com and send Dom an email through there. Or give him a call at the office, 813-251-5550. Sir Dom, thank you for being on the show today. Good luck with the extra hour on Wednesday. Congratulations.
Abs, thank you very much. It's the tomorrow show at 7 p.m. now, and Florida House Minority Leader, Representative Fentress Driscoll, will be in studio. She's kind enough to sneak in before the legislative session where she has to shoot up to Tallahassee. She's been on the show before. A very, very nice lady, and she is the minority leader in the Florida House of Representatives. She's slated for the show tomorrow night.
Great. All right. Have a good show.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. Happy New Year to you
See
guys.
buddy.
Miss
Happy
you guys.
New Year. We'll
See you,
take
Dom.
a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. What played at 7 o'clock? Anybody know?
Replay. Our show. I was
Us?
actually in the car. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How'd we sound?
Nah, not that great.
Wait.
I'm not a fan.
I don't like it either. Is it the video you don't like?
No, I love the video.
Did you guys make up in the
No,
garage?
Joe's still mad at me.
You still mad, Joe?
No, I'm not mad at him.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
I told him to wipe the smug look off his face.
Oh, scumbag.
Oh my god.
I guess that's not really the right way to make up.
Probably not.
I was like, why are you looking like that? Wipe that smug look off your face.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, first of all, I think you're the fashion icon of the show.
Thank
I
you,
love
Mike.
that you have a different little beanie hat for each day.
Well, I
Yesterday
mean,
was a red one. Today was a brown one.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
It's cold out.
Well, it is cold out. And I had my pea coat on earlier today, too, because you're very cold out there.
It's actually not a Navy coat. It's a coat that he peed on.
That's why they call it a pea coat.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Does it go with the puke hat?
Pea coat, puke hat,
Yeah.
crap pants.
Oh, this guy's ready for everything.
I'm ready.
Super Bowl, baby. It's going to be great.
Man. Is your phone listening to you?
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
All the time?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it is. It is.
Okay.
We knew.
Apple just agreed to pay $95 million to settle a privacy lawsuit because they're saying yes, it is listening.
Yeah.
But it's not recording your data.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But so the big thing is like, especially if you have Siri on,
Yep.
that is how they get around that.
Right. You chose to let it
Yep.
listen.
Yep.
But the question was whether or not it was taking what I'm saying. So you ever wonder why we're sitting here off the air talking about Carmen Steambox, and then all of a sudden we go online and we get nothing but Steambox ads and nobody searched it. We just talked about it.
It just happened to me a couple days ago. I had mentioned to my wife how we used to go to Ruby Tuesdays because we enjoyed their salad bar.
Oh, yeah.
And then I started getting Ruby Tuesday ads, and I did not search it.
Didn't even know there was a Ruby Tuesdays open anymore.
That's why we were looking. We're like, oh, we don't even know. We used to go there all the time. And now I'm getting Ruby Tuesday ads.
You're in love. You know you're in a long-term relationship when you start talking about restaurants that you used to go to.
Oh,
My wife
yeah.
and I did that too. Remember, like
Yeah.
we used to go to Francesco's. Yeah, like oh come on, we're right in the middle. I didn't even finish my story.
It's